Yo, yo!
What was that?
Please never do that again. Please.
Welcome to Board Game House.
Did you panic?
Yep. We are doing some more D&D Part 3 of Fireball Island, Island of the Fire Spirit. We are going to finish tonight, come hell or high water. And we're going to get to it in just a few minutes. But first...
He did say in the car that either we were finishing tonight or the island was exploding, so...
But before we begin, some announcements. Charisma 20 is sponsoring Board Game House. Go for all your soap needs, for all of your scrubs and lotions. If you also want them to be themed for Dungeons and Dragons, check out Charisma 20. If you use the code Neighborhood at checkout, you get 15%. It is the holiday time. Buy that sample pack. Each of the sample bars lasts about a week. You'll get your full scent out of it. $24 gets you 12 small bars of soap. You can see everything they have to offer is really great. Good value, good stocking stuffer. Charisma20.com. Neighborhood at checkout, 15%. We also had Lonely Hero Games came onto the program a couple weeks ago, and we played Hungry for Humans, which is still on Kickstarter for 17 hours. They are almost getting to $15,000. Get us there. What?
Get us there?
I'll tell you in a minute.
We're all together in this Hungry for Humans excursion. You're basically just pre-ordering the game. It's been fully funded. They're a great company from West Virginia. We are also from West Virginia. It's a great game about West Virginia-themed things, so you can get a little insight into our lives by purchasing Hungry for Humans. You'll receive your game probably around March or April of next year. If this is your first time doing Kickstarter. The game itself is $25, but right now you could just back for $1, and then you'll be able to pay the rest and get your full copy of the game later on. So check out Hungry for Humans on Kickstarter. 17 more hours. Do it to it. Finally, Chatspiration. Every time we play D&D here on Board Game House, we allow you to give unto us your well-earned quiches. That quiche will allow you to affect the game by giving us dice to use extra. You can give just a bulk amount and we all get some dice, or you can specify who you want your dice to go to. The specifics will be below me once we open up to the big screen. Check that out. Also, until we reach our goal of 12 board games on our board game mountain to be donated to the children, we have Anonymous matching all donations. So if you give a cash donation as opposed to biddies or something else, if you donate straight cash, that is going to get matched until we reach our goal of 12 games a year. Also, all the money that you donate, a portion of it does go to us. Obviously, what would be the point of this if we didn't get something out of it? But we also try to give back as much as possible. We have charities that we give to. We have the board games that we buy to donate at Christmas time. We appreciate you all. Thank you all for being here. That is all of my announcements. So let's just jump right back into it. As is the case for the what?
Hey.
What?
When are Riptides dangerous?
Always. Never get caught in a riptide.
Currently. How do you greet women's shoes?
I don't know.
Hilo.
High heels.
Hi, you.
As has been the case for the last several streams, we have Dubert joining us. We also have my sister Anna joining us. And tonight is very special because we also have the second trailer for Spider-Man joining us. Go ahead and go watch it right now.
Thank God we have the compressor
because
on that.
it is fucking fantastic.
It's amazing. I watched it frame by frame for 2 hours.
I'm
not lying.
If you are not caught up on the VODs, this will be the third attempt at finishing this one-shot. So, I'll just give you a brief rundown. We got our 4 heroes. We got a Satyr Bard. Wave at the camera. We've got a Lizardfolk Cleric. We've got a Loxodon Rogue. and and we have an Elf Paladin who are exploring the island of fireballs. This is the actual game board from the board game Fireball Island. If you don't have it, go get it. It is a fantastic board game. But we are playing with the board from Fireball Island as our map. Our adventurers are currently up here on the backside of the mountain, having just escaped the second cave system. Up to this point, they have arrived on the island. They fought some fiery skulls. They saw some brass folks with fiery manes. They saw
brass titties.
We did on Monday. We saw some big old brass titties. There are also salamanders in circles of fire. We have seen dancing skulls and polite ghosts and puzzles and sea hags. And
he was a polite ghost.
He was pretty polite. There were magma mephits that Steven fucked around with and ended up getting in trouble with.
Because the DM didn't just decide to make them good after I did it.
They were good before you did it, but okay.
They were. You can read it in the text.
I will.
And now we are starting our third session.
The choice was made.
It was the wrong choice, but still a choice.
Last time, Anna cast a spell and got a full overlook of the entire island. She knows where the paths are. She knows where the caves are. So that is a benefit to them. And we begin with a dice roll.
Dice roll?
A dice roll?
Just for anyone that maybe has missed part of this and wants to see the whole thing, because this is kind of a special thing, we haven't been uploading all of our VODs onto YouTube, but I think after this I will upload all 3 of the past episodes onto YouTube. So there'll be a nice playlist for everyone.
Wow.
You all exit the second cave system.
The almost one shot.
That otter, man.
Did nothing.
We're literally in the backside.
And now it is your game. I leave it to you to do what you're gonna do.
What subtraction?
As you exit the cave, because you all took a long rest and everything, it is nighttime now, and as I said on Monday, the sounds of the jungle in the island are very high. They're very loud. I think you also noticed that there is a lot of... It sounds like there is a storm forming out to sea, like rolling thunder and stuff like that.
So if Naya and I kind of correlate my map with what she saw, and kind of where I pinpointed the different coins, could we try to triangulate where that last one would be and which path would best suit us to do that?
The last, as far as your locate object, the last one is about in this area.
Okay.
But with her perception, she saw where the cave systems are, and there is not a cave entrance anywhere near that section.
Fantastic.
Well,
but you do know where the caves are. The caves are where the numbers are.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like it's very meta to
She saw it.
do that. I mean, so we have the cave over here. But there should be a correlating one over on that side.
What'd you point?
1.
Here. So we have a cave here, and we have a cave here. Is there a particular one you guys would prefer to go towards?
The closest one.
This one's probably going to be slightly closer.
Yeah,
and
we
easier to get
went
to.
into this
You don't know
one
that.
and came out this way.
Right.
We saw that there were, what'd she call them? The brassy dudes.
I say we go towards
Yeah,
this. This
over
one's the
here.
closest one. I say we go towards this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Closer the better.
So we're going to start.
Closer to the
We're going to start winding our way down.
Okay, who's gonna lead this little excavation down the hill?
here's the question. The only person here that has dark vision is that one. I can just light up my thing, and we can just walk down with that.
But that, I mean, that's also like a
But
beacon for.
It's going to be a beacon, so just keep your heads on a swivel.
Wait, we are doing the light?
Yes.
Okay.
We need to be able to see. So I'm going to cast light on my shield, which it lasts an hour, by the way, and it's not concentration.
Maybe I can bring up the back so I can keep an eye behind us.
I mean, wait a minute.
That would
Hold
be
on,
nice.
let me see something.
Is my horn still on a light?
No, it took a long rest.
Your fake horns.
You took the long rest before that, but it's not still there.
Actually, does anybody else want anything lit up? Because I can literally touch as many things as I want, and we can just have a bunch of like light.
I take out my longhorn.
You just carry your longhorn around?
I mean, a lot of things I'm carrying around right now.
That's true.
Do you really want your longhorn to be the thing that's lit up?
I mean, I don't think I have anything technically larger.
Well, it's
When I think of longhorn, I think of the Ricola horn, so that's what I'm imagining.
That's what you have.
all right. Well, it's any object no larger than 10 feet in any dimension. So,
You can light up whatever you want.
all right, your whole thing just becomes a beacon of light.
Nice. I don't plan on playing it, but I'm just gonna hold it like I'm playing it.
Sure. Who's leading the way? All right. I want you to make a perception check or survival check at disadvantage, because the brush is very thick here. You're not going to be able to see the path very well as you go through. And which way are you going?
We're going down this way.
Okay.
Pierce the sky.
Okay, it was the same thing both times, so that's a 17. 10 plus 7.
Excuse me?
What are you doing?
As you all start to make your way down the hill, you hear a loud rumble, and you watch as the mountainside shifts counterclockwise.
That's new.
Okay.
Sorry, what did you get?
Total was 17.
17. Even with a disadvantage?
Yeah, because I rolled 2 10s and I have a plus 7.
Sure. You start going down the side of the thing here, and you get pretty far.
Like that far? A little bit further?
Where's the cave at?
Here.
Oh, okay. So you'll have to go down and around. Yeah, you can get pretty much to the base. As you all go through here, it does, once again, just like when you were in the last cave, it gets very warm because that giant crack where the magma is sort of bubbling out of does come very close to that precipice. It runs down the mountain right here. So you're getting very close to that fresh magma that's coming from the earth.
Fresh molten rock.
Fantastic.
As you get to the base, passive 17 perception, you hear a lot of rustling coming from the jungle and the underbrush in the direction that you are needing to go.
Well, I'm just going to kind of stop for a second and with my shield and more or less just kind of like do a searchlight kind of motion back and forth.
Sure.
I'll say you do say Chop the nose.
What'd that do?
I will kill you.
Sorry.
Sweet.
I'll hold it right back out at you. Shield of Faith first and then do this. Because that makes my AC up to 20.
As you stop and you start to scan, you can see just ahead of you, up in this direction, the way you need to go. The brush gets pretty thick, and you notice that a lot of it is moving. This is a rainforest, so there's a lot of large leaves and underbrush and stuff, and it all starts to shake, and then comes to a very ominous still.
We're not alone.
Yeah, clearly.
Do you smell anything?
Perception
I have
advantage.
in my mouth.
Roll it again. I rolled it beforehand and had no
Advantage.
issues.
I think it's just Dewey. I think it's just Dewey.
The kid just rolled a 3 and a 1.
I think it's just Dewey. I don't think it's the dice. I think
Hilarious.
Back away you go.
it's Dewey. I have another one over here.
I like roll 1 thing.
It's overwhelming, this part of the jungle. You smell all kinds of things. Creatures, birds, scat, the smoke from the magma, burning. There's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, you don't want this one.
So it's pretty distracting. You can't focus on any one thing.
Tested mine out real quick.
It smells all like horribleness.
Great. Cool.
Do we press on?
Fantastic.
Not if you said there was something
Do I
weird.
notice anything with my dark vision?
Yeah, you see the same thing he saw.
Okay.
He has his thing lit up, so you could all see it.
Okay.
The,
I didn't know if
the
how
underbrush
far
and stuff
that
was
reached.
moving. I
How
mean,
far away is this underbrush from where we're standing?
you're in underbrush. Like there is a you can look at your feet and see where the path is.
But it's like an
but you
animal
can't.
path?
Yeah, but you can't see it moving ahead of you.
Do we press on?
I mean, we have to. We're going in that cave.
Alright, we press on.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay.
But I'm not, there's no way for us to stealth because we have bright lights, but I'm
No,
going to
yeah.
still be careful as far as where I'm stepping.
Yeah.
Sure. I would say I would like it for everyone to roll initiative.
Initiative?
Yes, please.
Come on.
As you all start to move
Notice it's
forward.
attacking us first. I'm not starting this
Look!
fight. What? Did you see us just roll a 1?
I did.
That's okay. I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 1.
I need to leave.
Woo woo!
6.
I rolled a 12 plus 2, so I got a total of 14.
Great.
I got a 2.
Plus, what's your initiative?
Yeah.
Her initiative was +1, so
I
she
got
got a
2.
2.
I got a 14.
I have 6.
No, you rolled a 1.
Get the bad
Oh,
rolls out
sorry,
of the way now.
5. I know how math works.
5,
2.
2,
6.
6.
This is gonna be a fun
We are
game.
getting the bad rolls out of the way right now, hopefully.
I mean,
See, I
it's-
just rolled a 16 on this one.
All right.
Ew.
Well, I thought you all would get to go first. As soon as you all
No, we
stop
don't
and
get to
start
go
to scan,
Is that some muscle food, maybe?
as soon as you all start to
Fox
move
presents.
again, well, let me just
Everybody dies.
whip it out here.
Everybody dies.
Everybody dies. Surprise. Surprise.
Do you want a slightly bigger box to use?
No, it's okay.
I think we need a bigger box.
Why
We'll
we need a
find
bigger
another way
So we have better, like,
to
space
say.
to move around.
It's not a whole lot of space. Maybe for the method fight, but not this one. I don't know how you all were set up.
Well, when we stopped, everyone was kind of just together in a
Yeah,
clump.
it's kinda-
Okay.
Cute.
Clump.
Who are we fighting?
Rue!
Rue!
And.
Oh.
Or just Rue.
Like how you scooted, like, where?
I was just trying to see how much space we were gonna have. As you start to move again, lightning fast out of the brush.
Show them.
Snake!
The largest snake you all have ever seen.
So that is a snake, not a salamander.
This is an actual snake.
Is it upside down? Or
Immediately whips out, and I'm going to roll a d4 and going around 1, 2, 3, 4, see who he bites.
I'm 2.
Indeed.
Wait, what?
I've always wanted a pet snake.
It is 2.
Name him Draco.
Let me bring this up.
Or a white ferret and name him Draco.
Lightning fast comes out of the brush. And 10 to hit.
Misses.
Misses you as you sort of just react. And coiling out to meet the head that just came up is a ginormous body. Because of the size, you notice some maybe deformities of this snake that most normal snakes don't have. It does have a column of spines that run down its back, and its head,
And it has feet.
and its head is almost the size of you. So you pretty much just saw the inside of this snake's mouth and then just close, and he eyeballed as it coils up right in front of you all. That was the snake's turn, so Murdoch, it is your turn.
Help!
Alright. I'm gonna. How close is it to us at this point? If it just came up and struck her, right?
It is,
So is it
5 feet away.
So it's within melee.
It's not melee. You would have to move up to get melee. It has reach.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, it has reach as a snake.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate around to this side of him.
Okay.
To
I apologize. I want to let everyone know that this is uneven terrain. So
Great.
you had half movement.
so I still have 15 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I still can move right here.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna get. I don't want us all to be like right in front of him.
Sure.
And then I'm gonna reach out
Yours, I think, is 35.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
and
So 17.
I'm just gonna touch him and do inflict wounds on him.
Okay.
Inflict wounds.
I just got a silenced call.
Nope, that's us.
That's.
You want to go get it?
Huh.
I already tipped him. It's fine.
We ordered food.
Food.
15 plus 7, so 22.
22 definitely hits, yeah.
Everybody
And
dies.
10 1.
That's
And I'm
what
just doing this
they
first level, it's only 3d10.
You can hold on to it. You don't have it.
13 points of damage.
13 points of damage? What kind of damage?
I think it is necrotic. Hold on. It doesn't actually say. Wait, hold on. Yeah, it's necrotic damage.
Okay.
Jenny!
Hello!
Hi, Jen!
You
Jenny's here.
Have food.
Why is it in a lunchable spot?
you touch this snake's body, and you can feel the tight muscles and the scales of this thing, and it feels massive and just it's just giving out this feeling of just terror. Like, this thing is scary to look at. And you put your hand on it, and as you inflict wounds on this thing, you watch spreading from your hand, like interweaving with the scales, you can see just black necrotic damage just going out. And it basically just encapsulates this whole thing. You watch as one of the snake's eyes just bursts from the necrotic energy.
Interesting.
And he hisses and just coils down real low.
Oh, the poor little thing.
Can I make a roll to see if it's scared?
Sure.
Hold on.
With what you've been rolling? No, you're not going to know anything.
I know nothing. What would that be?
16 plus perception.
No, it's 10.
Oh.
16.
16 total.
I'm going to go grab it.
Scared-ish. As scared as something that is an apex predator could be. Vivi, it is your turn.
Me. Am I close enough to reach it?
What?
Am I within melee range?
You'd have to move up.
I will move up.
Okay.
And I'm going to
Use.
Did you hear my explanation about what it did?
no.
He touched it, and necrotic damage basically filled up the whole body of this thing and got to the head and burst one of its eyes. It shrunk down real
You were
small.
right there. You were
And
with
just
us.
got really
looking at
tight,
the food.
and then is just sort of in a defensive mode at this moment.
Poor little thing's eye.
Yeah, I really hate the way that you describe things because I want to love everything.
He's still massive.
I did roll to see if it was scared, and he said it, to quote, "Scared as much as an apex predator could be."
All right, I'm going to hit it with my rapier.
Okay.
I don't.
Is two-weapon fighting...
Stop!
Is two-weapon fighting the same thing as dual fighting?
No.
No.
Okay, so we got.
That's an 18 plus 6.
Hits.
Alright. Rolling a d8. And I'm going to use one of my Bardic Inspirations to add Psychic Blades.
You do. Oh, okay.
Maybe.
4.
Good soup.
Ah!
I
Why
think
did
that's
I do
why you
that?
grabbed the wrapper weekend. Because there was a trash can. Chow mein fun, underrated.
These are the wrong goons.
Underrated chow mein.
Give this to Megan.
The fun or food? Either way, underrated.
Uh, 19 total.
Damage, yeah, he only had 2 hit points left. So you basically just barely touched this thing, and that extra bit that you put on it just erupts from your rapier as soon as it comes in contact. And you watch as the whole snake pretty much just shrivels, and it physically doesn't change, but because it's now dead, it just sort of loses.
How much damage did you do?
13.
Oh, that wasn't that.
Wasn't that powerful. It just it seems like it shrinks 2 sizes.
Is it still alive though?
No, it's super dead.
Cool.
What, the snake's dead?
Yeah.
Did you bring in the autocloner?
Yeah,
it's in-
it's in here. It's behind the. That's so sad. Poor little sneaky snake.
Either eat or be eaten.
Can we eat it?
I wanted to keep it.
Well, if you gave it.
There's a fork, Derek.
I don't.
So, if we're just standing there for a second, I'm just going to stand there for a second and just watch to see if there's any more movement in the brush ahead of us.
Sure. Go ahead and do a perception check. With advantage, you know what you're looking for now.
Me constant.
Fix this size.
2 and a 12, so 19 total.
19 total. You don't. Any movement you do see now is just regular forest movement. So you have a pretty good idea that it's probably fine.
Is there a
This right?
soy sauce over there?
Yeah.
Is this right?
I mean, we're going into the cave, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so
Wow, they were really stingy, weren't they?
Yeah.
I'm going to step over the snake's body and keep heading towards the cave.
Okay, yeah. You all make it to the cave. It says in the book that there's snakes all over here, so I wanted to make sure that we saw one.
Snakes, taken care of.
Indeed.
So you all get to this cave opening.
It's a fried. What are
It's
these?
a dumpling.
Dumpling. It has like meat and stuff inside of it, though.
What kind of meat?
I believe it's pork.
Never. I'll take it.
You can try one.
Oh,
Try it. If you
good
don't
lord.
like it, then somebody else will eat it.
I don't eat pork.
What does she eat?
Bro, I don't know.
Candy and sunshine.
My spider!
It's the pork.
It's pigs. I don't eat pig. I can't eat pig.
What do you eat?
Mostly
Doesn't
like
matter.
chicken
This
That makes sense.
this cave,
and like beef.
unlike the other two,
Steak.
the first cave system that you entered, there were vines and stuff covering and obscuring it. The second cave system was basically just a natural cave with a crack in the rock. This one is also a natural cave, but completely out in the open. There's nothing really hiding this one. There's just a cleft in the rock, and underneath of it, just an open cave. But it's obscured mostly from visual because of all the massive, the jungle around it. But yeah, it just exists there for you.
Alright, well,
You going in?
I'm gonna kind of just do. It's up to you whether I have to roll for this, but I just want you to do like a quick, make sure there's not something like living right here in the open, like in the cave. And if not, then I'll go inside of it.
I want to see.
You mean like I don't want if there's like another snake sitting there like sleeping or something.
I'm gonna give a smell.
Okay, do a little smell with advantage. I'm eating these with the sauce, and then I'll hand you the sauce.
Oh, darn.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, yes, I like the sauce, but okay.
What does smell again? What did that mean? Perception. 14.
Anna, can you grab the paper towel back there and just hand some out to everyone?
Yes, please.
14.
That was with advantage.
Yes.
In the cave,
An 8 and a 2.
in this cave, more than the others, you kind of it smells a little. I mean, mixed with everything that you smelled before. Inside this cave specifically, it almost seems dusty. Like it's for what appears to be a rainforest out here. It smells dry inside that cave. But just like any other cave, you do smell like bat guano and just regular cave smells. But on top of that, dry and dusty.
Is there heat coming out of this game?
Not nearly as much as the last cave system you were in.
Is this going to agitate my sinuses?
I go, not any more than they've already been agitated.
It was a joke. You said dusty, so. Dark and very, very dusty.
He's gonna aggravate his sinuses, and I look at the Loxodon.
But as you all make the move to enter the cave, as long as you do,
Like a banjo.
Yes.
you step from the dirt of the rainforest onto the actual stone of the cave, and you do hear it start to echo a little bit. And as all of you start to move in here, and all of your echoes go out, you all hear from inside the cave,
Duck!
Duck!
and so many bats just come screeching out of this cave.
I just put my shield over my head to, not because I'm afraid of the bats getting in my hair or anything, but to keep the bat guano from hitting my face.
You have hair.
Well, the top
Chinese
of my
genie.
head.
I just hit the floor. Fetal position. Full fetal position.
Sorry.
Did you get bat guano in your head?
Yeah.
Your mouth?
Put my hood of my cloak up in just like fetal position as well. Just like
I'll do this since we're
no,
right
no,
now.
Damn it.
Malfoy here.
Full like ears. My big ears.
After the bats
Adorable.
pass, as you all enter the cave, your shield is still lit, I assume.
Yes.
And-
it goes for an hour. If it runs out, I'll just light it again.
Your horn is also still lit, so there's plenty of light. But this is a pretty open cavern. The entrance to this cave is pretty much the width of this cavern. It's almost like a half dome. The walls aren't worked stone, but they have been worked.
Okay.
Like, they're rough, but they're not natural. And you can see vaguely that there is some color on the walls, but it's also obscured by dust and grime and moss and everything else. And you can't really make much out of it, but that's pretty much all that this cavern is. It's pretty much just like an open, almost like a what do you call those outdoor theaters?
An amphitheater?
Like almost like an amphitheater is kind of the vibe that you get from this place.
Okay. But it continues inward.
Yes, there is an opening in the center of the space.
Little Shakespeare in the Park.
Yeah.
Doth mother know you weareth her drapes?
Solid reference.
I feel like that's something that you said to Derek in the past.
It's Iron Man to Thor.
My mother doesn't use
I know,
drapes.
I was...
Yeah, she doesn't do drapes.
No, but you have worn my shorts before, so
Yep.
And you've worn men's leggings on the stream,
that's true.
Yep.
which are just leggings that they just say are men's.
I was gonna ask, what's the difference?
There isn't a difference.
Hey, Bard.
I see where.
Mama!
Nope, different part.
Oh. Never mind.
Sorry, wrong Barb.
Not my mom.
Not
Not the mama.
Not Mama.
What are we doing?
Well, I'm gonna go look
I'm
at
gonna-
that hole, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll start exploring. I want to, even though it's kind of dusty, I want to, like,
What's above us?
if I go to the wall, am I to, like, brush it off a little bit to kind of see what's on the wall? Or is it kind of, like, too high up and, like, not... It'll,
No, it's a full bit
just
of the
'cause
wall.
if there's coloration on the wall, I just want to kind of see if it's, like, another mural of some sort, or, like, if we just brush it off a little bit,
Sure.
if we get an idea of what it is.
You walk over to the wall and you start to move some of the dust. And it comes off relatively easily. It looks like it's just settled dust that's been kicked up from the bats coming through here or whatever. It's just natural dust. So you wipe it off and it comes off relatively easily. And you can see that there is beneath it some sort of intentional art. The color, when you wipe it away, the colors become a little bit more vibrant. There is still an existing art piece behind here somewhere, but it's hard to make it out because it is very large, and most of it is obscured. Yeah.
Wait, hang on. I don't know how big is a mage hand?
I mean, it's sizable.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the mage hand and I'm gonna cast it and use that to wipe off the rest of the grime on the higher up where he can't reach and all
Sure.
that.
So as you both start to
I have big mom energy. That's cool.
wipe this away, you notice that it is a large fresco, once again of the island, which has been the case in basically almost every single room that you all have entered in these cave systems. There's some kind of art. This one is the style, just like all the rest, is completely different. It seems some of the murals that you have seen, one of them has appeared relatively newer. The last one you saw in the forge seemed older. This one seems somewhere in between. It's also more docile. This one seems just more like a real-life depiction. Like if you were to walk out of this cave and look back up at the mountain, this fresco is depicting what you would see. A sunny sky beaming down on the mountain. However, right where the base of the demon's head would be, there's a large, just black spot. And it's resting right above the doorway deeper into the cave system.
Just a
You say
Now, when
black
you say,
spot.
like, as far as the paint or whatever in that area is black, or like there is something missing in that spot?
It looks like there's still something covering that spot up.
Can I, with the
How high
mage
up is
hand,
it?
just
Yeah.
scratch at it?
The doorway's not very tall, maybe 8 feet. You would have to bend down to get through there. Or, I mean, you wouldn't because you're short.
I'm short. Short foul.
Excuse me, let me just finish.
Here, I'll take that.
No.
Um,
I feel like I accidentally pressed a button.
Didn't you want to do that last time?
you take your mage hand, you start to just sort of like scrape at it, and you notice that it's malleable. It's like oozy. And the mage hand pulls away and it like clings to it and then just releases.
Oh, so it's like
And then it drops in the doorway. And you see that it reveals the rest of the painting. And it sort of just stands up like the sea from the beginning of Moana and is just sort of like eyeballing you guys.
so kind of like the water in H2O. Just add water.
Why didn't you?
I don't know.
He made a water reference.
You've seen Moana, you know what
I
I'm talking
say,
about.
Yeah.
I go.
But it's got like 3 heads.
Yeah. The head forms into a hand and it waves back at you. And then goes back to just like the base, like oozy.
Okay, cool.
I go to Vivian.
What are you doing here with your hand?
I'm holding Sacred Flame.
Oh,
I go.
stop it!
Well, no, I mean, I'm not. I don't have to physically be like some warcaster, but I'm just. It's just me, as Steven saying, if this thing moves funny, I'm going to Sacred Flame its ass.
I go up to it, not like too close, but I
us
go
handle
up
this
to
first.
it and wiggle like this at it.
It doesn't change its form this time, but it wiggles with you.
Ah!
my God.
Was there sauce on that?
I just finished the sauce.
Was the sauce container on there still?
Pick it up. There it is. I'm sorry. I'm not looking. I'm looking at the sauce.
You know how this has been horrible for me? The sauce, the open sauce, landed in the bag.
There we go.
Something's
going good today. Do we panic?
Hi!
Lost in the sauce.
I'm talking to the slime.
Sure. You have its attention.
Do you speak primordial ooze?
No, but I am going to see if I can, like, draw it over away from where we need to go.
You have its attention and you start to move, and it does watch you move, and then it kind of like looks at everybody else, and then looks back at you,
I'll move with you.
and then as you move, it starts to move with you.
So it moves away from the door.
Yes.
Now, as it's moving, what kind of speed am I looking at? Of the ooze.
It's moving with her.
So roughly her same speed.
Yeah.
Is there a light still on?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is there?
I freed the door! Y'all are welcome to continue on!
Are you coming with us, or are you going to just sit there and dance with the ooze?
I'm gonna come too! I'm gonna get out my pan flute
I don't think this kid knows what he's doing.
and play a little tune, see if it dances.
It doesn't actively dance.
Does it look like it can hear me playing the pan flute?
Serious
I don't know how you
Arnold
know that.
Palmer. That's what it is.
Well, I'm confused.
If you want to make an insight check against the ooze, you absolutely can.
Sure. That's a 16.
It doesn't seem like it is responding to the music.
I wave at it again,
It pops up a hand and it waves back at you.
and I follow him.
And it follows you.
Great.
Alright, we got a new friend!
It hasn't attacked us yet.
That
If it
is
attacks
true.
first, if it attacks first, then you can Sacred Flame it.
I'm staying in the front. You're staying in the back with it.
Okay. I'll yell help if I need it. How bad do my little cloven hooves echo in this chamber?
Everybody's making quite a bit of noise.
Okay.
But unlike the amphitheater, the tunnel that you all are now in, which it's not super big, the two of you could go shoulder to shoulder,
Yeah.
but
I meant to ask what revealed. Did just the thing reveal?
do you want to go back and look?
No, now the ooze is following me. I can't go back and look.
Can I go back and look since it's following her?
What I'm saying is, there's not a whole lot of space.
Yeah, it's basically blocking the way
It
behind
was
us.
just big enough to.
Go ahead, go look. And if it attacks you, I will attack it.
Well, now it's just following me.
Well, see if it lets you pass.
Bet you won't put your hand in it.
I look at it
Uh-huh.
and I wave
It waves.
and I shimmy up against the wall
Uh-huh.
and I try and scoot past it without touching it.
It sort of just follows you and it starts to shimmy with you. But you get back out into the space.
Okay, what is it? Is it just the thing, or is
Make a perception or investigation.
perception or investigation? Either one, or you want me to make an investigation check?
Whichever you want to do. Perception is with your eyes, investigation is with your hands.
That's a natural one.
We have another 20
Oh,
here.
I have it. I have a.
Use it.
Ah!
A little bit better.
That's a 17. Plus 4
So
for
21.
perception.
21. Perception. You can see where the ooze was. It does appear to just be just a depiction of the front of the maw of the beast. But with a 21, you also notice what looks to be not stone. It looks like there's a little wooden latch where the pudding was hanging on to.
Glad you described it as pudding.
Now I want some
It's
pudding.
technically called a black pudding.
Oh, okay.
That's its legal name.
I want some pudding now.
I'm gonna send my mage hand up.
Uh-huh.
And wait, can I do that? Yeah. I'm gonna try and open that latch.
Sure, you send your mage hand up. As soon as it gets to the latch, you watch as the pudding start. It rears up real tall and tries to match. It like lengths up and just matches where your mage hand is touching that wooden latch.
I don't think it wants me up there. That means there's probably something really good in there.
Are you calling us back? Because we're all kind of standing waiting for you.
Hey! I might need some help. Don't. Not guns, but no. Just like.
What's a gun?
It's fine.
No
Just
flames.
make your way back for a second.
I don't even.
And I bring the mage hand back down and see if it
What is this kid
follows
doing?
the.
It visually follows it, but it keeps its mass up there.
So there's a little latch up there.
Why don't you flip it?
Well, he got angry.
Did it attack?
It didn't attack. It just got angry. I send my mage hand back up.
See, this is for you.
Hand Papa one of those eggs.
Sure, Fire Daddy.
Fire Daddy?
That's not the first time I've been called that. Imagine this, cheers.
I went. That was not a cheers.
That's what it was.
I think it's time for me to go home.
Can I come with you, please?
You live here.
I know, I don't want to anymore.
Oh my gosh.
All right, kid. What do you want us to do?
I don't know.
She just said that was supposed to be our secret.
I send the mage hand back up to the latch.
Uh-huh. And he steps in. He puts his head in front of the latch before the mage hand can get there.
There's something behind it. But like he's just like chilling. And I feel real bad. But like I feel like we should probably have what's behind there. Can I with the mage? This is
Like start
this is gonna end so badly. With the mage hand
Oh
on,
no, that's so bad for me. But I want to try and do it.
on top of his head, just like try and.
He resists.
Would that be an opposed strength check?
Go down.
Well, the mage hand can only do like 2 pounds or something.
10 pounds.
10 pounds.
Oh well, he puts quite a bit of pressure, but he resists.
Can one of us distract?
I mean,
Jiggy jig.
the second that we touch the latch, it's coming after us. So we have two choices.
Is
Either we
it
get to
worth
jump
it?
on it.
Is it technically an animal?
I don't think so.
Is it worth what's in there to fight it, or
Why?
In my history of adventuring, it's always worth to push the button.
push the button?
Pull the lever, Crunk.
Why do we even have that lever?
Right.
The
poison for Cusco. The poison to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison. Cusco makes specially to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison.
Can you pull your hand away and you try to get it?
I'll pull the mage hand back.
Uh-huh.
And we say,
Un momento.
I bring everybody real close, real quiet. I say,
Okay, you don't need to actually whisper because stream.
I say that we go down the hallway a little bit, and and somebody can do a little dance, and then I'll come back and go get it.
It seemed to be following you, though.
Yeah, why don't you do the dance?
'Cause I don't trust y'all to let me have what's in the thing.
Then let's kill this thing
I
and
don't
get
want to
it.
kill it.
So you don't want to kill it, but you do want to distract
do
it, but
one
you don't
thing.
be the one to distract it.
Yes.
That's not gonna do you.
You distract it. I can try to distract it. I don't know.
It's not that it was following me, it's just I'm the only one who interacted with it. What if
Gotcha.
you want to try waving it?
Why? You
Okay,
should
I'll
touch
wave
it.
at it. Try to get its attention from her, like stand in front of her.
Put your hand on it.
Make a performance check.
Oh, I don't have really good performance. I got +1 on performance.
+1 is not negative.
That's true. I got a 4. +1 is 5.
It doesn't really pay any attention to you.
I have a -2 on my performance. Just
Oh,
saying.
sick. Okay. So it looks like it's your baby.
Alright, I go start to walk down the hallway. Does it follow me?
Are there? If there are other people staying in the,
Can we like move back from it? Like pretend that we're.
as long as there are people staying in this room, he's not leaving.
I think this is like pudding
Hold
and it
on.
can grow.
I can try. I can try.
I should have just let this go.
Yeah, now we're
You-
gonna waste all our time on this, like we did with
You
the.
did this. When you make things that you don't want people to kill, this is what happens. Just
I
let
don't
them be
care about the
monsters.
pudding. I'm talking about this mystery.
This is what happens when you make something friendly. I don't want to kill it.
Can I try to perform?
We can take Mr. Snick down.
Oh yes, we can remove this now.
20.
20, dirty 20.
Yeah.
What do you do? What do you do?
Oh God.
What can I do?
No, you're
I mean, I can juggle. I can play my longhorn. I can
You're an
juggle
acrobat?
my longhorn. I can be an acrobat.
What are you gonna do to distract this black pudding?
Oh, it's really hot.
I am
Does anyone want
going
these eggs before I
to
finish it?
do.
I don't eat deviled eggs.
You want one before I finish them?
I would like to have one.
Would you like
One
them?
left.
There's 3 left.
I am going to do the Loxodon shuffle.
What does that look like?
I just what did I do?
You're making them kiss. Here, just take this
I didn't
egg.
mean to do that.
Are you making them kiss?
He's doing the truffle shuffle is what he's doing.
Okay, so
Looking forward to
you start to do your little jig, and you watch as his defenses lower, like he gets back on the ground, and he cocks the head, and then you watch as some of the mass comes up to the head and then pops out in big old ears, and he starts to shake.
I send my mage hand up to the thing behind him while he's distracted.
Keep dancing.
Make a stealth.
Yep. Stealth. Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
Best one. I'm thinking. I don't know about her, but
Do you need the?
are you not good at stealth?
Oh no, I'm fine at stealth.
Okay.
It just that was a bad roll.
Okay.
16.
16. He starts to shake, and you send the mage hand up, and it gets to the latch. And as you start to open it, you watch as the mask that was in front of the ears immediately shifts to the back, and he scoops right back up there.
But my mage hand is there at the latch.
Right.
Opening the latch.
Yeah.
Do I get the latch open?
You open the latch, and he's eyeballing it.
Okay, it's pudding. It doesn't have eyes.
He's watching what's happening.
You can shuffle.
Is he
Kid,
still
I need you to
shuffling?
trade me spots.
He just walks back around and tries to.
Kid, I need you to take my spot, please.
I'm getting crap.
Can I see what's in the thing?
Got a big
Where's
black
my
goose in
thing?
front of it.
Make a perception at disadvantage.
Where is it?
What are you looking for?
Oh, it's
You can't see what's in there.
That was a natural one. I'm just gonna reach in there with mage hand.
Okay. The mage hand goes in there, and the ooze also goes in there.
Kid, come on.
I just
Give me
kinda,
I feel like you can
is
stop.
there anything that comes out?
If you move the mage hand, you can hear something rattling around.
So then I grab whatever it is and pull it out.
Okay. You watch as the mage hand pulls out the shaft of what ends up being a great axe with the blade. It looks like a toucan beak.
Okay.
Almost like a
Isn't that more like a scythe?
almost like a scythe, but it forms an axe head at the end.
Okay.
And as the head of the axe comes out, the pudding grabs it.
Is this worth fighting it, or can we just go?
I would like to see what it is.
Oh, and I pull it down with
I
the.
need you to make an opposed strength check with your mage hand against the ooze.
How like far up is the mage hand with the ooze?
It's not very high. It's right now it's probably just at eye level.
Okay,
I
well,
think
we can
she's
grab
gotten
onto
all my
it.
bad rolls.
Okay, what did you roll? Because he also didn't roll super high.
8.
Oh, okay. Well, he rolled a 12.
Not super.
So he's starting to pull away. He's pulling this axe away from your mage hand.
Can I sleight of hand whoever has the two
twisted
axe?
Well, it's a mage hand that has
Surprise!
the two-can axe.
Our secrets
Can
have been
I
revealed.
Can I sleight of hand the? Can I sleight of hand the mage hand?
Sleight of hand is
I don't know.
mostly used to sneak something out of like a pocket, like if you're pickpocketing
not
something.
So they have like a latch or something.
Right. If you wanted to try and grab it and try and do your own opposed strength check against the ooze, you absolutely
How high
can.
up is it?
It's
He said eye level.
it's at your level.
I'm reaching out.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if somebody else wants to grab it.
Go ahead, opposed strength check.
I was
Not
cheating
great.
It's my first rogue-ish thing I could have done.
12.
Okay, he got a 16.
Can I try it?
We all try.
Everyone just grab on.
Oh god.
Why?
My strength is a -1.
Go ahead.
So.
Go ahead and try and do your. Go ahead.
Oh, 5.
He got a 22 that time.
Good lord.
I'm tired of this.
Yeah.
With a 22 against a 5, it yanks and the pudding goes to put it back up in the shelf.
I'm glad you didn't ask me.
I don't think it's worth it, but
I did.
When it puts
If
it
it-
back in the shelf, it also goes into the hole.
Okay, yeah. So that's
see, it's gone.
it's
We're good.
property, and let's just go.
Let's just.
But what if it was a really good axe?
We're not here for a really good axe. We're here to get the Heart of Vul-Kar.
Well, the axe.
Got knocked down twice. Having good weapons might help us so we don't have that happen again.
And we could make some cash on the axe.
Maybe someone just shouldn't sacred flame something that didn't attack us first.
I will
and then
sacred
you
flame
wouldn't
you.
have been almost dead twice.
I will sacred flame you right now.
I just don't think it's worth it.
Look, Shedskin, just reach up, grab it.
Yeah, fucking shed skin.
It's gone. It's in its little box.
Let's just go.
This is a very aggressive lizard.
Fine, we go.
You will start to make your way down the hallway again. This tunnel appears to be uneven. It's not a very big tunnel. It does seem to have been worked, like somebody. It looks like somebody mined this tunnel, and there are long vertical striations in the wall, and then at the very peak of the tunnel, there appear to be just like triangular patterns, tessellations. Tessellations? Is that the right word? It doesn't matter.
I have no idea.
It doesn't matter. It is relatively dark. There's no natural light, but you all have your light and stuff up in here. And this passage sort of winds. It takes a slow left turn, and then at the very end, probably 30 feet after you make that left little curve there, you see little yellow dots that are just sort of moving at the end, at a break at the end.
Side note. You guys scoop out the sauce with your tongue.
And as you get closer to the little dots at the
Chick-fil-A
end, you notice that it's not actually an end to the tunnel. There's just a kickback. It does like a quick U-turn.
Does it feel like we're headed in the direction, since it's been somewhat of a straight shot, does it feel like we're headed in somewhat of the direction that we need to be headed in for the...
You kind of get the feeling that if it does kick back and continue going, that it would be going towards. It's hard to tell underground, but
Yeah.
it's not a very big island. You're never going to get far away from it.
Never gonna get it, never gonna
Let's go.
get it. Onward.
I'm going to keep going,
Keep
but
on
again,
walking.
as I'm walking, I'm definitely making sure I'm checking, like, the ground that I'm stepping on and things to see if it changes or if there's anything that's out of place or out of the norm. Like, I don't want to just sit there and step on a loose pebble or a, like, tripwire or something.
Okay.
It's really good.
Are they good?
As you all come around the kickback, you notice that the little yellow things are only at that hard curve end. And as you come around and continue, there are a few, but then they diminish.
So, were they stationary? Like, did I
No, they
see
were
what-
moving.
Okay, so we have not actually caught up to them or seen what they are.
You get to them.
Do they move in a pattern?
There is... the tunnel goes up and then does a quick back. They're on the wall on the far side of that kickback.
Well, as soon as we get to where they are, I want to do
Okay.
like a close-up look and see,
Sure,
kind of-
sure.
see if I can figure out what the light
if you look
is.
closer to them, they're small spiders. They're glowing yellow spiders.
Oh, so they don't move in a
Their
pattern.
thorax are glowing bright yellow.
Wait, didn't our
Yes,
say spiders?
yes. But where there's small ones, there's usually bigger ones.
That's true.
Like Erica. Keep your heads on a swivel. I'm not going to kill the
Are
babies.
these
I've
radioactive?
never seen a big spider.
I could be like
You're about to.
Spider-Man, like Spider Elf.
Keep going.
Okay, you kick back and the lights are only on, the little spiders are only on that end. So as you turn around, you're getting farther away, you don't see them anymore. And eventually it comes round probably 20 feet after the kickback. You continue going straight, and there's a couple of flights of stairs just 4 or 5 stairs, a landing, 4 or 5 stairs, then turn left. And then they open into a wider chamber. The stairs go straight down, and you see at the bottom of the stairs that it's tiled, very large. Not necessarily squared tiles, but it's worked stone that's been laid onto the floor here. This chamber itself is probably 20 feet across and 50 or 60 feet long.
Oh, okay.
And you're coming in basically at the middle of it. So you have about 25 feet to your left, 25 feet to your right. And the tiles themselves are like it's almost like a really nice marble. Very different from all the other rooms that you've seen so far in these caverns and everything. The only irregular bits to this chamber, whoever built this took a lot of good care to make it look nice. The only irregularities here are at the far end to your right. There is, it looks like it was a stalagmite probably at one time, and it's sitting right in the center to your right, and it looks like it just got chopped off at the base. It stands now about 4 feet high, and coming out of it are just dozens and dozens of thick vines that just pour out and just rest on the ground. They're a blue-green color. You specifically, you get like almost like a fine flowery smell coming from this. And
Poisonous.
they start to sprawl out onto the floor before they just stop. And that's the only thing in this space.
In nature, if something smells good, it's usually a trap. No, I'm serious. Literally in nature, if something doesn't want you to eat it, it's gonna make it smell nasty.
I mean, it's growing out of stone.
This is true.
And then on the
smell that we've come to on this island.
On the far side, almost directly across from where you all came out, there is another exit door.
Let's spend an hour just exploring this one room.
One room.
Great.
Like an hour, like of us, or
Yes, an hour this time. Our
IRL
time.
60 minutes.
I kind of want to. I don't want to touch any of the vines, but I want to get as close as I can and kind of take a peek and see if I can kind of see where exactly are they coming from. Is it literally center of that stone that just started sprouting, or is there something more to it?
That's what it looks like.
I can poke it with my mage hand.
You want to wave at it first?
No. Does this look like something that needs to be waved at? You know what? I don't appreciate your sass. I'm the one that got the other medallion.
Yeah, but you chose to give up on the axe.
did we need it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
What if whatever made this big cut with all these vines and the nicest smell we've come, you think that axe cut this?
No.
No.
Everybody stand back. I'm going to... The range is 30 feet. I'm going to stand back and poke the vines with my mage hand.
The vine, your hand goes up and you just choose one of the vines and you poke it and nothing happens.
Beautiful.
Do you want to just... Is there anything else on the wall, or is it just the vines? Is that the only thing we're seeing in this room? Do we just keep going?
Yeah, we can keep going.
Keep an eye behind us. I don't want that vine following us down the hallway.
I don't think we should keep going. I think we should investigate
Can I
it some
take
more.
it closer? Can I take
Do
it?
it. Well, how do you want to do it?
You looked at me and
I didn't look at you.
you made your face.
I don't look
That's
at
just
that.
Derek's face.
That is just
No,
Derek's
he
face.
made a certain face.
How do you want to investigate the vines?
I want to get a little closer to it.
Sure.
And
Jean's just going hardcore. We're officially just a Fireball Island stream.
Let's see how many episodes it can take for us to get through this.
What do you want to do?
To do a
I don't
one
know.
shot.
Why are you asking me?
Because you said you wanted to investigate it.
Well, because
I didn't.
you did.
So-
You went.
Vines are just coming out of it.
Are they like? Were they growing as we were
Is
walking
the
in, or
brush-
did we walk in and
No,
were
they were there.
Is the vine brush so thick that a person couldn't go through it?
What do you mean?
Can you describe what? Because just
So,
I think I'm imagining something different.
right. So, imagine like a tree trunk that got chopped off.
How wide is that tree trunk?
You probably couldn't wrap your arms around it. It's very thick.
The trunk is very
Right.
wide.
Yeah. And then just coming out of the center, almost like it was hollowed out, is just vines growing out of the inside that sort of just sprawl.
Could she fit into it?
Yeah.
You need to go in there.
What's like the pigmentation of it? Or does it look like it's dying, or is it like?
They look very healthy.
Okay.
I will
Could she go in there?
walk over to it.
Okay.
And I want to look into where they're growing out of.
Spots up.
Okay. Do you want to do a perception check?
It'd be kind of cool if you could do a sleight of hand, like tie the rope around her.
No, it like you can see. It's not a hole. It's not a hole. They're
Yeah,
just
but, like-
growing out 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even with a 10, if you're looking into the center, you can see on the inside wall, you can see maybe a letter, another letter just behind the vines that are growing out. You see an L, and then you see an S.
Oh, I was thinking.
I'm going to take a piece of leather that I have in my pouch, and I'm going to wrap it around my
Ding
hand.
dong.
Dewey, you get an inspiration die.
An extra
Thank you.
Thank you, Deb.
I'm going to
Thanks, Dad.
wrap it around my hand,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to use that to try and move one of the vines.
Sure. You can get a couple of vines in your hand and
This is
move them
common
to the
alphabet?
side. Yes, it's common alphabet, and you see the word slithalasane.
Can you spell that?
Excuse me?
I can indeed. S. L. It's a capital S. L L. I T. H A. L E. S S A Y N.
Okay, I lost.
Are they-
S-L.
S L L.
Uh-huh.
I T H.
Uh-huh.
A L. Where is it? E S S A Y N.
Just the first S capitalized? Or they all...
Just the first S.
And that's all that's in there.
It's written across the entire belt. Like if you're looking straight on at it, it's written on the very back.
So, like,
So can I, like,
It's carved in there.
move around to the other side and see if there's more written on the other side?
There's nothing else written on the inside
Okay,
of the.
so that's all that's in there.
Now,
is this like a puzzle, or is this like something that's supposed to be like a
I
secret
say
word?
it out loud.
Say it out loud.
Slithalasane.
Something happened?
so I've spent a lot of time in like dungeons and rooms and things like that. Do these vines look like they're in their natural habitat? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Make a nature roll.
What's your nature? What
plus
is-
5.
Oh, sick.
Why is my nature?
Okay. 17 plus 5, so 23.
Um,
No, 22, sorry.
They are very healthy.
I'm just trying to figure out if,
Do they match the rest of the island?
are they, not just the Mexican island, but vines growing underground with no light that have flowers that smell good? I'm trying to figure out,
There's no
No,
flowers.
they just
Oh,
smells florally.
It's
It-
aromatic.
They are thick, bluish green vines. They look healthy, and they are growing from the base of this stone trunk.
So, in my travels, though, would I have seen anything close to this, or would this?
It seems very out of place. They do look similar to the other foliage outside.
But they're green and blue, and if there's no sun down here, they should be translucent.
Right. This is the only, like, other than the moss that was in the amphitheater at the front. This is the only foliage you've seen in the caves of this island. And you were able to move them relatively easily. They didn't react to you at all. And they're thick on the inside, and as it pours over, you get little branches of vines. They're covering the outside of this thing.
What if you cut it?
I'm going to take my water skin, pour a little water in there, and whisper to them.
What do you whisper to them?
It's like,
The water drips down the vines and sort of sits in the basin before it just sort of just...
I heard that you're supposed to... Dear. I heard that you're supposed to talk to plants. Yeah, it makes them grow better.
You're a bard, not a druid.
Kitty!
So?
You talk to people, not to plants.
Why are you so mean to me?
This is a very
What is
aggressive
this-
lizard,
what is the
okay? And
texture of these vines?
my anxiety is shot almost.
What do you mean?
How do these vines? Do they feel like a vine?
Do you feel?
Can I?
No one's touched them with their bare hands yet.
No,
just so you
I
know.
only used that leather.
Go for it.
What'd you use?
I used leather to
Protect your hand.
protect my hand.
Do it. Just grab it. Just grab it with your trunk. See what happens.
I'm not gonna go that far, but you know what? I will grab it though.
It feels like a very healthy, thick vine. I mean, it depends on where you grab it, but it seems healthy. It's malleable.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I mean, it just sits right here, and then it just comes out, and then...
So no difference in texture.
It doesn't seem out of place. It doesn't seem odd for a vine. As you do grab it, it does passive 17, and even your passive perception is pretty high, right?
It's 14.
Oh, 14 is the next highest. So both of you would notice that there's also writing on the outside of this thing. As he picks it up and moves it, there's also writing on the outside of this.
Okay, what does the outside of it say?
If you move, are you going to use your leather to move it?
Yeah, I'll help you move it so I can see the rest of it.
Sure. The writing on the outside is almost written in verse.
Okay.
It says,
Yeah, hold on. Give me a momento. Put my Spider-Man book over. Okay, go.
it says, the azure serpent waits on high. Before the crimson eye can see, then one drop of golden essence graces thee to bend a knee within he.
I can't write that fast.
Azure serpent waits on high.
Before the crimson eye can see.
Can see.
Then one drop of golden essence graces thee
It's been said.
to bend a knee within he.
The azure serpent waits on high before the crimson eye can see. The crimson eye can see. Then
Crimson
one drop
eye.
of golden essence graces thee to bend a knee within he.
What is this eye?
Before the crimson eye can
Crimson
see.
eye. That was like in the statue we had that had little red eyes, right?
No, it's, well, those were yellow eyes.
Oh, never mind then.
They were red eyes, but
No,
the
it was
eyes
2
were
gold
yellow.
and 3 red.
Yeah.
I apologize. She was talking about the snake statue.
That we put in like the big mouth.
The jade stat.
Oh,
The jade
statue.
snake
The
statue
jade
had
statue.
red eyes.
Okay. I wonder if this is the name of the.
It sounds very serpent-esque.
The thing I was saying sound. I feel like this is going to be the snake that we're
Because
going
it
to
says
meet.
serpent.
The azure serpent.
The azure serpent waits on high.
As a serpent, that seems like completely normal and.
Well, the brassy people were called the Azers.
Yeah.
So it's a brass.
Is Azure
It's a brass snake.
Azer, A-Z-E-R, is
I was
not the
gonna
same
say-
as Azure.
Azure.
So this is
A-Z-U-R-E.
so this is Azure or this is Azure?
You said
Just-
you said the people
I'm just
were
going to check what
AZER.
color Azure
Yes.
is.
You said the people were
AZER.
AZER.
And then he's
Right.
saying this is
Azure is like a
AZURE.
like a. Isn't that like a bluish greenish?
It's blue. Yeah. Almost.
Did you see what
On the color.
G put?
accurate.
Make a religion check for me.
Oddly, it's one of my worst stats, as is always with religion.
You can also make a religion check.
But
Okay.
that's an 18 plus 2, so 20, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Nice.
Do you have,
11 plus 1, 12.
are you proficient in religion?
In religion, no, I am not.
I shouldn't have had you make it. You're proficient in religion.
I don't know.
Do you have a little black dot next to
No.
religion?
I have a half a dot next to religion.
I have
That's
a
because you're
white
jack of all
dot.
trades.
What'd you roll?
11 plus 1 is 12.
The two of you who just rolled the dice because I fucked up, get the sense that this is with the text, with this being the only thing in this very nice room. You start to get the sense that this might be an altar or something that was very important. This room in general and this
Cool.
thing.
Cool.
Well, shall we get out of here before the serpent comes back?
I feel like we're gonna meet the serpent later on.
Well, make sure you remember his name because
Well, do we know if we're going towards the serpent or we're going away from the serpent?
Probably towards, because we haven't seen him yet, and that's not very big.
Yeah, we haven't seen a blue serpent yet. It's a blue serpent, isn't
It just says Azure Serpent.
it? Yeah, so a blue serpent.
So shall we?
We keep walking.
Let's go. Azure serpent waits on high.
Out the door that you all
So it's
didn't
up
come
high.
through.
Yes.
Okay. This one is it's immediately a full thing of stairs
Going.
down.
Okay.
And at the base of the stairs, there's another path that sort of winds. It has the same textures as the hallway before, the vertical striations and then the triangle tessellations at the very top. And it continues to wind and everything. You start to see an opening in front of you, and as you get close to that, you start to notice that there's water dripping from the ceiling above you. And it eventually opens up into a large circular room that's probably 60 feet across with a very high ceiling.
How high?
30-ish feet. And there are thick stalactites coming from the top. They're still pointy, but they're chody stalactites.
Okay. All right.
The floor is, it's not the same kind of marble, but it's smooth, like the previous room. And at the very center, there's a hole that's about 3 feet across. And that's what this room is. It's moist in here. You can smell salt water in this space. And in the corners and stuff, in the base of the floor, you can see just like that kind of film and like dew, like that things close to the ocean have. Like the salt gets in the air and it just ends up resting.
Do we want to peek down that hole in the center?
Yeah. Is there a way to continue on, or is it just the hole in the center?
On the far side of the room, maybe off to the right, there's like a small door.
Okay.
It's not a door, it's just an opening.
An opening.
How did you describe the hole?
It's about a 3-foot hole. You can't really see what's in it. It's level with the floor, and it just looks like a hole.
No liquid, no water in the hole. Just
Well, we're getting ready to
I'm
go
gonna
explore.
go. Yeah, I'm gonna go walk up to it and look into it.
Sure. Looking in the hole, you see that it drops 6 or 7 feet, and then you just see like slowly just moving water. That sort of is just ebbing and flowing. But you can see under the water, probably you don't know how deep it is, but you can see coins and gems and stuff just sort of resting on the floor on the inside of this chamber underneath.
I hand a end of a rope to my Loxodon friend, and I just dive straight in.
Oh.
You dive. Sure. You dive straight in, and you immediately hit that water. It probably goes down another 5 or 6 feet before you get to the base. And at the bottom, there is probably 7 gold and 8 or 9 gems of different flavors.
As soon as I hit bottom, first thing I'm gonna do is, like, as I'm standing on the ground, just kind of do a quick once around of this little space, or is it just? Does it not go anywhere if I'm trying to?
If you look around, you can see it. The hole is about 3 feet across.
Yeah.
This space in general is probably just like a 5-foot cylinder underneath. And when you're under the water, you can see that there are small tubes that are leading out of this that the water's coming in from, and you can't really stand still in here. Like, the water it's ebbing and flowing relatively harshly.
Okay. But the holes are small enough that, like, I don't have to worry about I can't go into them, or
you couldn't fit into them though.
So yeah, I'm going to take a couple of minutes, and any sparklies that I see, I'm just going to take them.
Does anybody want this last crafting dude?
Go for it. It's all yours. I'm going to take all the sparklies.
Sure. While you all from above, while he's underwater, you can see that the water level it's rising and falling as he's in there, and it's definitely salt water. You can smell it, and he's under there. I need you to make an athletics check for me.
That's a 21.
Excellent. You can successfully sort of exist in this space, swimming, without losing your control.
Okay.
But it is difficult. You're using a lot of energy to...
Well, the second that I realize how rough this is, the rope that I was just holding on to, I will secure to myself.
Okay.
The one that you're holding on the other end. Secure to myself before I start, quickly, as quickly as I can, scooping up the different gems and coins. And then once I have everything, if I don't see anything else down here that is of interest in some way, shape, or form.
Go ahead and make a perception check No, it could be regular. You passed your athletics check.
That's good too. 17 plus 7.
24.
24. You can see one of the holes that the water's coming in on as you're collecting all this stuff. With a 24, you notice that there is almost like a knapsack. It's not a big bag, but it's not a pouch. It looks like it's just gotten sucked in and wedged into this hole. But it's sitting there. It's like a leather sack.
I will fight my way through the current to grab that knapsack.
While he's down there, can I walk around the room and just see if I notice anything out of place?
I'm basically embracing you right now, so I can't.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
you are my anchor point.
Yeah.
Do you want to do perception or investigation? Are you just eyeballing it?
I'm just eyeballing it.
Okay, perception. What do you do?
I can investigate since she's just
Sure.
looking.
It's a 6.
Because I would
12.
notice all that stuff, right?
What?
the stuff he's grabbing?
Everybody could see the golden gems that were just sitting on the bottom.
You're gonna split that with me, right?
He's under the water.
12.
12. 6 probably not, but with a 12, as you're sort of looking around this chamber, you notice that you see off to the side there's a bench, and under that bench it looks like an old leather notebook, and it's deteriorated. It seems pretty old, but it's sitting underneath the bench.
Look at it.
Sure. You pick it up and it's very fragile. Like you can feel it. Like the moisture in this room has gotten to the pages, so it feels stiff and almost like it might just crumble in your hands. But you have that notebook now. Do you want to look through it?
Yeah.
Because of the moisture, a lot of it looks like somebody hand wrote in this, so that ink has smudged and is pretty much illegible. You do notice written several times in there at the top of pages and in the margin is that word, Slitholothane. And there's several words and there's several. A lot of it is in a language you don't really understand, but you see that word several times. But it just seems like a personal journal that seems pseudo-religious.
Are there any pictures or anything in there?
Just little sketches of the mountain. You can see the maw of that beast appear in the corners several times, but you also see on one page, it's the entire page is just a drawing of that the room with the vines, that altar with the vines coming out of it, and it takes up a whole page, and that word is just written several times around it. And it looks like that's on the left side page, on the right side page, it almost looks like a scraping of the verse.
Okay.
So once I get that
I want to keep it.
pouch, is there anything else that I see down here? Or am I?
You got the
That's it.
Okay. I'm not going to bother looking in the pouch just yet.
Okay.
I'm going to go up in between him helping me and me climbing the rope, get out of the hole.
Okay. Make a strength check, just for shits and gigs.
Shit.
Just to pull him up, because you have a hard time enough just treading water in here, so he's going to have to do most of the pulling.
You have that if you need to use it.
So soon? What do you think?
It's up to you. It's
I'm not gonna do it.
Okay.
I'll wait later. I got an 8.
8. You're having a hard time getting him up. He's getting pulled left and right with this stuff, so it's you're having a hard time.
Right.
Ladies, a little help over here.
Sure.
And you can hear that echo through the chamber.
Sure. I'll go over and help as much as I
Try
can.
again with advantage.
So roll twice, take the higher of the two. That's better.
15's good. That's not.
I got 16.
You just +1 on your strength?
Yes.
Okay. 16 is enough for you all to pull him up enough to where he can grab and pull himself up.
Just enough.
Just enough. I set the DC at 14, so.
Good. I'm having great luck.
Great.
Today.
So you get up there, you're safe.
Okay. I'm gonna open up the bag.
Inside that bag, there is a pouch of 40 gold. I apologize. It's not 40 gold. It's a pack of 40 gold worth of gems. That looks like it was torn, like there's a hole in it. There's also a stone that has just a swirl on it that is tied to a leather band. There is...
Whoops. Sorry.
Sorry. And there is at the bottom of the bag, and this is what made it so heavy, there's just a bronze ingot.
What's an ingot?
It's like a brick.
It's like a brick of bronze.
It's a break of smelted metal.
Oh, and a brooch of shielding, which I didn't make a card for, but you can probably find it.
A brooch of shielding?
Shielding, yeah.
Damn.
Hello?
What just happened?
The speakerphone.
Anybody want a cupcake?
The
Thank you.
leather, the stone with the leather. Can I take a closer look at that?
I'll take a closer look at it too.
He hands you the
course you
stone with the leather cord.
The
You don't take a closer look, you'll take it.
stone. You said it has a swirl on it. Is it snake-like?
No, it looks like it was carved in and then filled in with like a blue resin. It almost looks like a wave.
Does it look like something that would be used in a worship way? Like,
Could be, could do.
well, I'm trying to figure out if we just stole from.
The snake.
Yeah,
What was it called? Brooch of what?
Brooch of shielding.
shielding.
BROOCH. If not,
I found it.
okay. What's it do?
While wearing this brooch, you have resistance to force damage, and you may have immunity to damage from this magic missile spell.
No.
Interesting.
But it requires a 2 minutes, so unless we sit around for 30 minutes.
I mean, you could put it on and be walking for 30 minutes, maybe.
Technically, to be a 2, you're supposed to sit with the item. Technically. I mean, I'll put it on just to see if anything happens. What'd you guys find while I was down there?
Nothing.
Found a journal. It's really old and moist, but there's sketches of the altar and the vines.
Do you show me the book?
Yeah, I'll show you the
Okay.
book.
Do I recognize any of the languages that are in there? Does she did that recognize? I speak Draconic.
No.
Draconic, Common, and Dwarvish.
No.
Okay.
It's gnomish.
No.
Okay.
What did you say? What was before Genomus?
It said Namis.
I speak Namis.
Namaste!
Opus Day.
Seize the day.
Namaste is what you said.
Yes.
That's what I said.
Do we just keep
No
on
day
moving?
but today.
Hmm?
We just keep on moving through this little opening over here?
Is there any? I mean, you guys did this look around.
I didn't find anything. That doesn't mean that there's not something here that I missed.
All right.
I didn't
With the
see
shield
anything.
ablaze, I'm gonna do a one quick loop around and just see if there's anything they missed.
Go make a perception check.
Not great. That's 3 plus 7. 10.
10.
Better than my
I can
8.
do it. I
You-
can do it
you walk-
because mine's still like.
Go for it.
Blue skies and shine.
Was that perception?
Mhm.
15?
That's better.
You both walk around and you don't really see a whole lot. You see the bench where she found that book, but that's pretty much the only thing in here other than the hole in the center.
Shall we keep going?
Yeah. I feel like we're
I
like
can fit.
we're in some sort
I
of
can fit through this passage with a small passage.
sanctuary.
No, I thought you all were just looking around the room.
Like little waiting.
Oh, but we're saying if there's nothing
If
else
we-
for us to see.
If we go
Oh,
through
yeah, no, it's you'll have to duck down just like you have in the whole this whole tunnel has been where you've had to duck down a little bit.
Okay.
This passage it has the same striations and the triangles at the top, but it's not very long. You can see at the far end you can see daylight coming out. The other thing that's very apparent to you, you hear it first, but then everybody else starts to hear it too, is as you're making your way through here, you start to hear whispering.
What is it?
Snake.
Just
It's
several
parcel
different
tongue.
whispering voices that as you keep going towards the daylight, it starts to get louder and louder until like you almost can't hear yourself think. and you come to just an open chamber that exits out
as
into the
I-
island.
Why didn't you let me speak
Hold
most of the
on.
time?
Didn't ask.
I didn't know I could speak different languages.
You knew whatever you wanted, D&D.
So I'm an elephant. Acrobat.
Okay. Oh, that doesn't matter. Never mind. Back.
Come into another chamber or into.
It's not even really a chamber. It's just like a small. It's not a hallway. It just opens up to a space that is you can see outside.
Because I'm sure I don't understand what I'm saying. But I'm just... This is...
It is still
Right.
dark outside, but you're no longer in a cave anymore.
Oh,
But the whispers. I mean, you're still in the cave,
Oh,
but you're
yeah.
not.
I get what you're saying.
You could go outside if you wanted to, but these whispers are crazy loud.
Does it sound like multiple voices or just like one big voice?
Multiple voices.
Okay. Got last snakes.
If you look around this space, there are several like insets into the wall into the walls that look to be filled with just like tools, shovels, picks, a couple old like lanterns and stuff in here. But other than that, I mean, it looks like very old equipment as well, like decaying handles and stuff like that. But I mean, and there are those chody stalactites covering. That just seems like a defining feature of this entire cavern. But there's not a whole lot here except for the whispering, those tools, and the stalactites
So we don't. The voices are just.
everywhere.
What are they doing?
Do you guys want to get out of here, or do we want to try to
We
find?
gotta get out of here. This is...
Who's having an aneurysm?
Nerds.
Yeah, I was about to grab me some nerds as well.
Banana Laffy Taffy. Number one.
Hear it?
We... Oh, this is a lemon.
Does it sound like evil?
It doesn't. I mean, it's just whispering. That you
We
can't
don't...
understand.
None of us
Yeah,
understand
let's
it.
get out of
I
here.
mean, unless it's draconic, which it appears that none of these things speak draconic. So
Yeah, I
Nothing
say
speaks Sylvan either.
Nope.
We need...
last time we heard a big voice whispering through walls, it was a big basilisk. So I say we need to get out.
are you saying that we? Are you saying that we used to go to
did that happen?
wizarding school?
I'm good to leave.
I want to leave.
Now that I can, if I go up and kind of look and kind of see in the sky where we're at, does it feel like we've passed where we're at, or are we getting closer to where?
You're over here.
We came out at 1.
So we would have went past where you said the last thing I felt was somewhere in this area, right?
So we're over by the brass bodybuilders where we saw him first.
But my question is
Been chilling. Yes. Yes, I have been chilling.
Now that you know where you
Chamber
are,
of Secrets. Always.
going back through everything.
I'm trying to go with what like the caves that she pointed out to me that I then drew out on the map as well. Trying to figure out where else they could be if we haven't seen it yet.
Now that you've been through here, you kind of get the feeling that it probably would have been in like that altar room where you were getting your vibe from.
We're going back.
Going back?
Going back.
We must have missed it.
Missed what?
We had to him.
Based upon the triangulation of what I pinged plus what she kind of saw with her eye,
Oh,
we missed it. It seems like it would probably been in the altar room.
Alright, we can go back.
So, expeditiously.
Yeah, I mean, there was nothing standing.
Yeah.
There was no. Those whispers get louder as you enter, and they start to diminish as you get closer to the big circular room. You walk through there, the moist area, and back through the winding tunnel, back up the stairs, and into the altar room.
What do we miss in here?
can we go check out the altar?
Don't you have find object?
Like, is it like a
It's a
podium?
level 3 spell.
Like
I see
It's
spell
it's
slots.
4 foot tall.
Maybe we need to go back further.
and
back to the
it's
ledge.
been carved out, and there are the vines growing out of it. What do you want to do?
I think this plant
Can
needs
I,
to go
like-
We
away.
gotta use.
Do I have
What
something
if we
that I
have to
can
use
like...
It's not talking to you. Can I chop down the vine?
Yeah, go ahead. I don't understand why you're so mean to me.
I want to like look through the podium altar thingy.
You start to move the vines around and go through there, and you see that verse is carved into the front. It's also carved into the back, and then on the inside, the word Slithalisane is carved into the interior of the.
Why do I think Slithalisane is like the name of the snake, or like the
It 1000%.
equivalent
Oh,
of
it's
the equivalent
1000%.
of like
The
Jesus?
name, yeah, it's the name of the snake. It's who they're worshiping, or who they were worshiping.
It's either that or it's like not. It's Voldemort, like where you're not supposed to say the name.
Did I say the name?
Yeah, just take a.
She said it out. Oh, she said it
I
out
said
loud
it out
already.
loud earlier.
Oh, okay.
Nothing happened.
Oh well, maybe we can go say the name to the voices. See what it does.
I think that the coin is in this room and we have to figure out where it is.
I'm going to walk
Can we-
around the room and just.
What if we have to use
Can
the
we read
axe
the
to
verse
figure out
out
where
loud?
the coin is? Which
What if we get the
Can we
axe
read
and
the
chop
verse
down
out?
these
Did she read the
vines?
verse aloud?
Did you read the verse aloud?
Can we
I would
read?
have said it to you all.
Yes, she did.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk around the room and just
Okay, do a perception check.
my dice will like me today. They liked me last time. No, they don't like me today.
is
Six.
Slimy is a guard.
You don't see a whole lot more
That
than
axe
what
should
we've already
be a key
described.
to
The
something.
marble floors, the care that was taken to make this chamber appear nicer than just a cave, and then
We should go.
Can I see one of your daggers? Just a normal one. I want to go towards the end of one of the vines,
Uh-huh.
like out towards like where they're thinner, not like at the base, and just chop it off and see what happens.
you chop it off, and it comes right. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of force needed to chop the end of this off. A dark red.
Like an ichor type thing, or
Not necessarily ichor. Like, it's got the consistency of like an aloe if you were to take off an aloe plant, but this aloe is like a deep crimson red.
Is that blood?
do you want to taste it?
No. Do you want to taste it?
Does it smell irony?
Does it smell iron?
It says.
That smells like blood.
What?
Did you say it smells like blood?
It's-
Mom.
It smells like blood.
We're missing something.
Did any like thing happen to any of the like? Did it like anything else happen other than it being chopped off and bleeding? Like did it move or? Oh, okay.
What have we?
Wait, is it a third level? Never mind, it's a second level. Fuck it. I'm tired of messing around. Casting to look at objects.
Will you read it to me?
Sure. Describe or name an object that's familiar to you. You sense the direction of the object's location as long as the object is within 1,000 feet of me. If the object is in motion, I get to know which way it's moving. The spell can locate a specific object known to you as long as you've seen it up close within 30 feet at least once. Alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon. The spell cannot locate any object if the thickness of lead, even if it is thin of a sheet of paper, blocks the direct path between you and the object. If there's lead between you and
Sure.
the object.
It's about 2 feet away from you, in the direction of the altar.
So we gotta go back up to the altar.
It's in the altar.
Well, how are we going to get?
But you guys have all looked in the altar and not found anything.
We
I'm gonna
found
just
the
keep.
We
verse
should.
on
It
the
stays
front
up
back.
for. It stays up for 10 minutes.
Okay.
So and it's concentration. So I'm gonna keep. I'm literally going to like hone in as close to where I can see where it would be within that altar. He said it's within 2 feet.
It's in the base of the altar.
We're gonna have to get that axe.
I don't think the axe has anything to do with
I-
this.
It might help
But
a
the axe
little
could
bit.
help.
Might help a little bit, but then we
Who
have to
has
figure
sharp?
out.
If you have a sharp weapon,
Yeah.
we got to get rid of these vines because we got to get to the base.
That's just gonna piss off.
Yeah, you're right, but that's where it is.
That's. I mean, we need it. It's,
I'm gonna
rather than go and waste our time with Mr. Pudding.
grab one of the things and just pull as hard as I can.
You pull
Or the
pretty
vines actually
hard,
sleep-
and
sleeping.
it gives a little bit. Make a strength check. A natural 1.
Natural 1, which brings me to 0.
So it doesn't actually give. You start to pull, and
It
you
pulls you back.
like you. There are veins that start to pulse in your neck, and nothing happens.
Yeah, I can't. I don't have any
Stop
fire.
it.
I don't have any fire.
You're not sacred flaming this bit. Not doing it.
I mean, I could.
Then what's it gonna do? Burn the place down.
It's sacred flame. It's not. It's radiant. It's not actual flame.
I'm gonna take my dagger and in the center, just kind of like I would be digging out a hole.
It's stone at the base.
Oh, okay. So it's it feels like it's underneath the stone.
Yeah.
We would need that axe.
We're gonna.
I actually have a pickaxe.
Go for it.
If I start hitting the stone, is it actually chipping away?
A little bit.
Does it feel like it's gonna take a long time to do it this way?
We need to get the axe.
We're missing something.
I have a crowbar. Can I pry anything?
Completely understand that we're missing something. He's
We
very
got-
angry with me right
we
now, and I don't
have-
know why.
We have to go to the axe.
Then let's go to the fucking axe then. We'll go.
You just fell over. When Megan stood up, your character fell over.
Megan!
What you fell over for?
Underground.
I didn't do it on purpose.
I scraped
Well,
my
come on
we do?
then. Let's not wait for the grass to grow.
We should go back. We need to go back.
We need to get that axe.
You want to go back and get the axe?
I'm not. We can go back as a group. I don't know how to
No, I'm just saying,
tame
if
the
you-
pudding.
All right. Who wants to go back and get the axe? Raise your hand.
Oh my god, I don't care.
Well, we need to get it because your pickaxe isn't doing anything. And his crowbar won't do anything. And obviously it was there for a reason.
Okay. My
The
guess
pudding
is that
was-
we're not figuring out the correct way to open this up.
Yeah.
Is there like a latch or hand, or is it just like
Make an investigation check.
$17 plus 4.
21. You start to, I mean, you're not super tall, so you're like leaned over in the basin of this thing, and you're moving vines around and stuff with them. With a 21 especially, you move some of these vines around at the very base, sort of around the edge. There's it's like an inset, and around this edge, you feel something harder than the vines. You pull it out, and there is the skeletal remains of a snake. Just long, striated ribs and a triangular spinal cord. You just pull it out. It's not a very big snake. It's probably about this big. And you put your hand back down in there, and you notice that there are several around the entire base of this thing. But you don't feel a latch or anything.
So there's a bunch of dead snake skeletons down here.
This whole thing is a snake.
You think that deserts babies?
No, I mean
Dead
like the
babies?
whole thing is a snake. The triangle things on the ceiling represent the spinal of a snake.
The triangle things on the ceiling represent the
Yeah.
spinal
Right?
column.
Yes, you made the connection. The tunnels of this cave have been carved to appear as if you're on the inside of a
Inside
snake.
The snake.
What is?
So do we come in the mouth or the butt?
It doesn't seem like it was specified.
You got a swirl thing.
So this is just like one big mess.
But we got. Did you ever get anything off of the stone that you took from me? The stone with
With the swirl.
the swirl.
I didn't see if it had any magical properties or anything.
Can we?
We probably should do that.
I can. I'll sit down with it.
We're not going to do anything during this 10 minutes. We're just going to chill out.
After that 10 minutes,
Thank you.
It does glow magical, and it gives off a divination sense.
Divination.
Don't you also learn what it does, if it does anything magical?
No, you have to do identify.
I mean, you've been saying so
I mean, I
much,
can
don't
sit for another 10
understand
minutes and do identify.
This is, I want to get it specifically right.
This is a key card. You just
It is
Swipe it.
it's a fast pass for Disney. You just like,
It is a scrying stone.
Scrying.
Ooh.
Screen.
which side of the scrying stone, though?
What is this?
This is the.
Is this the side that you
I
can
can
look?
see. They can see you through this.
Like the mirror.
Like that?
Yes.
Okay, so just like one way.
That's why it was in the bottom of the well.
Well,
So
no,
they
it was
can
part
see
of the
us.
bag of stuff.
Still, that's why it was
They
in
see
the
us,
bottom
they don't
of the
see
well.
Just gonna take it and just throw it back in the water.
You're gonna go to the other chamber.
Oh, sorry,
That's
we're
in a
right
different
here. Never
chamber.
mind.
Hi, Black.
Okay, so they can see us.
Well,
Well,
Ding dong.
ding dong.
Plaid, who do you want to give a D4 to? Or just a general D4? Don't give it to the DM.
DM is winning right now.
Very much.
You've used a lot of your inspiration.
I haven't used any of it.
Yes, you have. You used them last night. You used them last time.
I haven't used any
He
inspiration.
has.
Yeah, because you rerolled against me.
I have not used any inspiration.
He has.
Swear to God, he did.
I'm gonna go over to the. Do I detect magic over where the plant is?
Detect magic over where the plant you cast. Identify after detect magic.
Yeah, that's not a concentration spell.
Oh, is it not? Oh, do you get the no, there's no magic. There's no there's
Do
no
I
magic.
see anything?
Oh, he
There's
gave
nothing
it to
else
you.
magical in here except for the stuff that everybody has.
Thanks, Platt.
He inspires me with his joke.
Flat does like your dad jokes.
Dig a tunnel, dig
What are you
dig a
doing here?
tunnel, dig a tunnel,
We
dig a tunnel.
need to go back.
I already said let's go.
Let's just.
You know we're going to kill the pudding.
I understand that. Y'all aren't gonna let it go, so let's just go.
I'm not he's the one pushing for it.
You're also pushing for
I
it.
am not. I guess who wanted to do it.
That's a lie.
He's a
Dirty lie.
big fat.
I don't push no.
You were literally just sitting here like this, waiting for us to look at you.
It's out of frame.
We're at a standstill. Anna,
Hmm.
roll a d20. Never mind.
Seeing that there is something going on here after she brought the snakes out, I have not personally taken a look in and around. Can I take a look in and around the altar myself?
He is.
Okay, are you gonna do perception or investigation?
Perception.
He's
Okay.
a
Salty.
sassy, salty lizard that I'm almost done with. I'm gonna take my javelin. and
We're all almost done with it.
Is that a 15 or 16 plus 7? So 23.
You don't really notice anything that everybody else hasn't already said. The Slithane on the backside, Slithalisane on the backside.
Read me the poem.
The azure serpent waits on high, before the crimson eye can see.
Is it above us?
Then one drop of golden essence graces thee, to bend a knee within he.
The bronze ingot?
He is capitalized. If that matters.
Say, okay, slow down. Okay.
Yeah, I have.
The azure serpent waits on high,
Okay.
before the crimson.
Hold on.
Okay.
Edge search waves on high. So
I'm gonna.
I'm wondering if it just means that we're inside of it right now, or if we're talking about it in the actual thing. Go ahead with the next line.
Before the crimson eye can see.
And in this chamber, the ceiling, it doesn't have anything else besides those chody stalactites, or
There are no stalactites in here.
is there
They've
anything?
been removed.
Is there anything on the ceiling at all?
Azure
Okay,
Serpent
keep
waits
going.
on high before Crimson Eye can see.
Then 1 drop of golden essence graces
The
thee. Sorry, for some reason I have a comma there. There shouldn't be. Then 1 drop of golden essence graces thee. To bend a knee within me.
I'm going to take one of the gold that I found in the chamber, and I'm actually going to put it into the hole in the center, and I'm going to I'm going to kneel and do that,
okay,
like almost like I'm doing like a
sure.
offering, just to see if anything happens when I do.
You
that.
don't notice anything happen.
The 1 drop of golden essence graces thee. To bend a knee.
When we were going through, did it seem like one side was the quote-unquote entrance, one side was the exit?
No, he didn't say whether we came in
Not-
the butt of.
Butt or mouth? Just
When you all came in,
Yes.
it opened to the amphitheater and there was the mural.
mural.
The other side, it just looked like a storage room for the tools.
Okay, so we entered the way that we were supposed to enter.
So it's like the way we were going out was like the back door.
So we came in the mouth, we're leaving out the ass.
It seemed unfinished.
Essentially.
Did you figure it out?
Sorry, no, it's about Spider-Man.
I know.
Entrance. Putting.
Roll a d20 for me.
Wait,
I'm trying to help.
I
could
Say it.
what? Is there any color to this dude, or is he just gray?
He looks like that.
That's him. Okay. So I was thinking maybe like that is like the head of the snake.
God.
The Azure Serpent waits on high. That's the highest point
Yeah.
of the island. Before Crimson Eye can see, maybe he was like had red eyes
Yeah.
or something.
You have the same.
Then 1 drop of golden essence graces thee. To bend a knee within
God.
thee.
Sweet lord.
He doesn't roll above a 10.
I've yet to. I've hit it once. Okay.
Here.
You get this sudden wave of, that fucking axe doesn't mean anything.
Okay, sick. Now we got that out of the way.
Every time you go just like this, and just whatever's the highest one, just take it.
That's what needs.
What were you
to
saying?
happen.
Well, I was saying, like, I was looking at the verse. Maybe this is like the Azure Serpent. Like, that's the snake head. The Azure Serpent waits on high. It's the highest point of the island. Before Crimson Eye can see, I was thinking maybe his eyes are red, or like they used to be red, or something. And then 1 drop of golden essence graces thee
But how?
to bend a knee within he.
So you're thinking that we have to go all the way back up to come all the way back down here.
Well, no, I'm just looking at the
Trying
verse.
to,
You
just
saying-
trying to decipher
Because
the verse.
the
I
Azure
got a
Serpent waits
sudden
on
feeling.
high.
So you
What
mean?
what is what
Like
else
a-
is
If
would be
I-
the
The
highest
thought
point?
popped into your head that that's fucking dumb.
It's
Okay. So question about the actual altar itself. You said it's this big,
Something making me
like,
think that.
chopped off.
You can't wrap your arms around it. It's 4 feet high where it got chopped, and then it's just been hollowed out.
Would that be insight if I ask something making me think that?
What?
Would that be insight if I ask is something making me think?
You can roll an insight check. I'm telling you, I had you roll a luck die, and I told you.
Oh, it's a luck. Okay, well, if it's luck, then.
Yeah.
if I
sacrifice the bard.
if I were to just go to the base and start like trying to move it in any way, shape, or form.
Sacrifice the bard. That sounds like a good idea.
We're not sacrificing
In a
anything.
general sense. Not
Was this
in
a
specific.
sacrificial? This was probably, well, with all the skeletons, it probably was a sacrificial place.
Snake.
Are we
It's
asking?
a little sneaky snake.
Are we asking?
I'm gonna take my dagger, I'm gonna slice my hand, and I'm gonna go put it over the...
Sure. A couple drips of your blood drip onto the vines, and you watch as little sprouts of vine
So
grow out of that.
that's why it was blood that came out when you chopped it. This is a sacrificial place.
At the very end, the snake we fought at the very entrance. How big was that? Sizable?
It's sizable.
Well, I mean, you said it was as big as her.
Her
Like,
head.
Its
Her
its
head.
head was huge. It was probably 25 feet long.
if I'm thinking long and hard about this, would, after seeing that, would me taking the time to go out and try to bring that snake in and bleed it into this do any good?
I don't know how to answer this. It feels like a very direct
I mean,
question.
if you, I could do a roll of some
go,
sort.
make a luck roll.
Just a luck.
Part 4. Part
No,
4.
we're so
Part
close.
4.
Apparently we're not, because I tried to have the pickaxe like no.
We're so close.
That
That's the most cocked you can make.
that literally the point is directly straight up on a d20. So that tells you.
What is it? Fuck!
I'm just gonna keep putting, I'm
I
just gonna
have
keep like
poisoned
squeezing.
you, everyone here.
Yeah, screw you.
You're hovered over this altar, and you're forcing your blood out, and the vines are slow and starting to creep up. You're eyeballing, and then you're
Is she
continuing to
doing
do
it
it.
in the altar or on a vine?
In the
the
middle of the
altar, yeah.
altar, there are vines growing, trying to suck up that blood. And then you look, and you just see that one word on the back of the altar.
Could you say
I
that?
want to say Slitheen so bad. Slithalisane.
And right as one of the coiled up vines just reaches your hand where the cut is, you hear it click. And you watch as the center of the altar just starts to turn. And it pulls up a little tube about this big. And just resting is a teal coin, clay coin.
Okay, you grab it.
Take it.
And on the front of that coin is an eye,
eye.
but more specifically, it's a coiled snake in the shape of an eye.
Okay.
I grab it. I put it in my bag with the other two.
Yep.
I shake my hand a little bit because ow.
Yep.
Now what?
Now we gotta go put the coins in the slots.
Let's go out the butt.
Let's go out the butt and put the coins in the slots.
All right, let's go.
Jesus Christ.
So we go back towards the tool side, and we're gonna come out back. over
You
here.
do hear the whispers, especially to Vivi. You start to hear them specifically
Great.
saying "Slithalisane"
Great.
over and over again. And then you all exit over here.
Okay, sick. We're all just like.
The head has turned to the front. Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Oh,
We're okay front. So.
oh
Okay.
man.
Woo!
Just as you all exit, two fireballs come bouncing over atop of where you all are at. It doesn't affect you all at all. You do get a little terrified,
Switch to board.
but that's what happens.
We are now right here.
The fireballs came down this path.
Yeah, like
Right where they were
next
coming.
to us.
I didn't do that.
We are right here.
That's just, I've done it. That's the fourth time that I've launched the fireballs, and every single time one has gone that way and one has gone this way, and this time they both went that way. I don't have any control over this shit.
All right.
Oh,
Should we take a 5-minute break before we continue?
Yes.
It is 9 o'clock.
Yes, we're going to take a 5-minute break. We'll be right back, and we're going to end this mother.
Matt said.
We're back! Here we go! We're gonna kill it. We're gonna kill it. We just exited the cave.
We
The
got
fireballs didn't hurt anybody. Everybody's still looking good. Is anybody even hurt? Nobody's even hurt.
No. I got full
Murdoch's
health.
kind of top. Oh wait, everyone's toppled over a little bit.
Here we
Well,
go.
Derek kind of just scooped us up
Here we
and
go.
threw us right there. So
You exit the cave. 2 fireballs come down. What is next?
piece of cake.
I think we want to go back to the beach and go fishing.
I think that's fucking amazing.
We'll go fish for a little while.
We should just
I'll go sunbathe.
maybe
Like get it, yeah.
Maybe
crack
make
us
a little
open
beach
thing
house
of
here?
beer.
Yeah, I
I
like
think there might
it.
be coconut in these trees.
Yeah.
killing
He's like, no, we're not doing part 4. Silent rage.
We're going to. I'm going to start leading the path. And
Right.
we're gonna try
We're
heading-
back. We're back in the rolling bluffs.
With
So these paths
time
are
of
pretty.
day?
The sun in the distance. Oh no, you can't see it. There's fog. It's still nighttime. It's still dark out. We're in the rolling bluffs. So there are a lot of rocks and stuff here, but the paths are pretty visible. It's pretty easy to get around here.
Dude, it's so aggressive.
The big thing is you are on the inside path here, so you can't really see the fiery portal to the fire realm, but you can see the light coming from it.
Okay.
And there's also light coming from the eyes and mouths of the mountain.
So,
What color is the?
like I said, we're going to start coming up this way, and I'm going to try to hug.
The inside?
Yeah, the inside.
Steven.
You were yelling at me
Steven.
this entire time.
Steven!
I'm gonna roll a d4. Somebody's getting hit with a fireball.
It better be him.
That's gonna be me.
You were yelling at me this entire playthrough. Not to do. Watch
Me, isn't
it.
I would like to say that my rolls have been pretty solid this time, and Steven deserved it. It was a 3. So, let me find what the damage is for a fireball, and then we can move on.
You brought that upon yourself.
Can we play that in minor?
Make a dex saving throw at disadvantage.
Not sure why I disadvantaged on it, but okay. Yeah.
I'm just curious.
He's the DM.
I was just gonna say because it was dark, but then he said that he lit up his torch, so it's not really a disadvantage.
Grilled
There's
lizard.
also
Nom
a
nom.
fireball.
Fireball.
It doesn't matter. I failed it.
What'd you get?
5.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so you take the whole thing. So you take 10 bludgeoning damage from this ember marble.
It's a grilled lizard.
It's not actually on fire. It's just a very hot.
Ball.
Yeah.
Sphere.
So we've resolved that, and now I have to roll this d12 one more time.
Great.
We're gonna move everybody up here
Move, move,
to section F.
move right out of my life. I like how Steven's the only
I
one
like how
standing.
only got his one that's standing.
What happens?
I also know the most hit points of anyone here.
Up.
You sure do.
That's all that happens.
Cool.
There's a low rumble, and you watch as the whole head sort of just lifts up and just sort of leans to one side.
Where are we going? We're gonna try and go into the mouth?
I don't know where else we're supposed to go at this point.
I don't either.
Whew, Lordy.
Okay, let's
Lordy,
go.
lordy, lordy.
I know there was one other cave system, but it was down that way, but...
No, it wasn't.
There's not.
Oh, I thought there was.
No.
We went through all 3 of the cave systems.
You all come into section F, and it's pretty sparse up here. Scorched earth, obsidian, just sort of everywhere. There might be a bush or two on fire where some of these fireballs and stuff come out, and it's also very, very hot. There is a lot of heat coming out of the mouth and the orifices of this mountain. It has just turned away from you, but as you all approach, as you get onto, there's a small staircase that leads up to, a carved staircase that leads up to the maw of this thing. And as the first person puts a foot on that first step, the whole head rotates back to its original location and is now facing you.
Okay. We going in?
We're going in.
Going in.
The mouths are closed, except for just sort of the very top where you can see light and heat coming from you. And you can see you know, when you like light a candle, there's a fire going and it's wavy.
Yeah.
You can see the heat. That's what's everywhere is like that. There's a lot. Like you come up to them all this thing, you on the steps, you start to sweat.
Fantastic. We need a shower.
Cool. Can we go in?
No, the mouths are closed.
It's another freaking puzzle.
Do I see any slots that look like coins could fit into it?
Oh,
You
yeah.
do, in fact.
True.
Oh, thank God.
That is a thing.
What are there any like shapes or colors or anything on these slots?
There are not. There are right between the nose and the top of the mouth, so probably 7-8 feet up. There are 3 slots that are the exact same size as your coins, and they're vertical slots.
Okay, so we have yellow, red, and teal, and then yellow is the eye, red is the torch, and teal is the eye, but it's a snake, a coiled snake in the shape of an eye.
Blue, red, gold. The azure serpent waits on high.
Mm-hmm.
The crimson eye can see. Then 1 drop of golden essence graces thee.
To bend a knee within he.
So
So
the top one would be the blue one with the snake out.
blue,
The
snake,
next one would be the gold or the red eye.
with the torch.
And then what was
And then the
The
yellow
torch.
with the eye.
yellow with the eye?
You mean the last one?
The last one.
As you insert the 3 medallions correctly into the slots of the head, the idol, and in fact the entire island, starts to rumble and shake. You watch as the brow starts to furl, and small rocks and stone, as the mountain moves, start to tumble down the face of this thing. And he gets a very violent expression, and slowly the 3 sides of the mouth just all slide down, and it's like an incredibly loud stone on stone grinding. And as they come down, the wave of heat that comes out of this thing is immense. But you now can step into
The mall.
the mouth of the beast.
Okay.
All right.
Let's go. We gotta bend a knee within he.
The chamber that opens up before you is circular and sits down about 2 feet, so you have to step down into it. It's about 50 feet in diameter. At the far wall, there is what appears to be an iron staircase that you can see spins down to a level below. In the center, there is it rises not very high, just so you wouldn't fall into it. But there's just a hole about 2 feet wide, and you can see just very hot steam just rolling out of this hole, and it fills the room so that you can see everything, but there is just a layer of haze in this very warm chamber.
So my assumption is that the steam in the middle, does it look about big enough where those things were coming up and out?
Not really. The fireballs that have been pretty large.
Just gonna go down the stairs?
Yeah.
Sure.
Can we is there anything else even worth looking at with
There's not a whole lot. Further inspection will let you see that there are a couple tables and some chairs. It looks like potentially somebody used to hang out in here. And on those there are looks like almost puddles of gold and silver and stuff. It looks like there were things in here that have melted because of the heat.
Awesome.
Great.
But there's not a whole lot that you could interact with in this space here.
So yeah, let's just go downstairs.
Cool. Moving on down.
So I know you said we couldn't tell what time of day it was because of the fog.
Right.
But mechanically, are we at dawn?
It's dawn adjacent.
Okay.
You can roll a d4 to get your thing back.
Yay!
That's a
You get 'em
4,
all?
so I'm back to
Yay! Hurrah!
Awesome.
What we doing?
Fantastic.
Go downstairs.
Okay. I'm gonna say you get to the stairs first, and just like a staircase, you just instinctively try and put your hand
Yeah, it's
on the
gonna be
railing, and you just get a little. And as you descend, you come into a chamber that is a little bit wider than the one on top. There's nothing here. This is just a level. There are natural columns that are just holding up the level above. I do need everyone to roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
Now, she drank from the thing
Yeah, I
that
was
has
about to
24
ask.
hours.
Because it definitely has not been 24 hours yet. I automatically succeed when saving throws to prevent exhaustion because of extreme
You don't need
heat.
to roll.
19.
So it's
19
this one, right?
passes. Yes.
Okay.
Dirty
13.
20.
Dirty 20 passes.
13.
13 also passes.
Nice.
No one gets a level of exhaustion. The staircase, because there's nothing on this level, just it continues down. Would you all like to get off here, or there's also a larger hole in the center of this where the steam is also
Rising up.
Yeah.
through.
I feel like we should.
I don't feel like I need to get near that steam.
probably not.
Or that big hole.
No.
No.
I feel like we just keep moving down.
Sure. You continue down. The stairs descend about 100 feet before opening up to a 100-foot diameter chamber, and it is very hot in here. Like almost hurts to open your eyes. Hot in here.
Fantastic.
Cool.
In the very this comes down on the back side. In the very center of the chamber there is a large pedestal, and there are two bits. Do you remember the opening scene of Guardians of the Galaxy where Star-Lord goes into that temple and the orb
Sure. Yes.
is
Yeah.
in the middle,
Yeah,
is
and
just
it's-
hovering there, and there is a force field around it. That's exactly what we're looking at, but probably 2 or 3 times bigger. It is all made of gold. The top, the bottom, and 5 tubes that extend in almost a star shape out in the center of the room. There is what looks like an almost iridescent force field, so like there's glimmering something around here, and in the very center, hovering,
Yay!
is a stone about the size of a skull, and it's just fluctuating. As you get to the base of the staircase and continue to get closer, you look as it's shaking inside this force field, just hovering. And as you get even closer, you notice that it is slowly, very slowly shattering, and there's bright gold light coming from the cracks on the stone. I need everyone to make
Cool.
another Constitution saving throw.
Cool. Is that except me?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
That's even better. 22.
16.
22. Pass.
9.
You take a level of exhaustion. You are at disadvantage on all ability checks. So you have to roll twice and take the lower anytime that you roll.
Except for the ones that say advantage, that would just be a flat roll.
Right.
So if you go on D&D Beyond, underneath your hit points it says conditions. If you tap that, it will bring up exhaustion's at the very bottom, and you can give yourself a point of exhaustion.
Oh, good.
And it should tell you. It should just remind you on there.
The tubes that are running on the floor, also made of gold. You notice that a couple of them have very pressurized steam escaping from them, and that's where this room is filling with steam, and it's rising up through those holes. And we are there. You can now see in the very center of this space the Heart of Vul-Kar hovering in a stasis.
Getting ready to shatter.
Yeah, as gold light comes out of it.
Super.
So we need to, like, get that out of there.
I don't know if we have to get it out of there as much as we have to fix how it's
Breaking?
Yeah.
No.
Right?
But how would we do that?
That's our...
How do we repair this?
Like, that was our goal, right?
No, our goal was... Because Walter Gisby's wife, she thinks the gem returned to Fireball Island.
No, she got it wrong.
What?
It's Gisney.
Whatever. You told me Gisby.
Because the D looks like a G.
Okay,
Yes.
whatever. She thinks it returned to Fireball Island and it was stolen from her. So the Heart of Vul-Kar was stolen from her. And she thinks it was returned here, and we were sent here to get...
So we need to
This
take
heart.
the stone back, is what
Yeah,
you're saying.
because she said that once it was stolen, that's when nature went crazy. Because it was returned back here.
Gotcha.
Once we steal it back, it should go back
It
to being a
should-
dormant state.
Yeah. Because
the heart is what it's probably
the
feeding
heart,
us.
yeah.
Gotcha. So we
I
have
mean, do you
figure
want to try
out-
the easy thing and just use your mage hand and see if you can grab it?
I can try. I do that.
Okay.
It's
You
gonna be
use
long.
your mage hand, and it can't.
Get through the force
Yeah,
field.
it's not. It's just fully stopping it. When your mage hand tries to pass through, the mage hand just disappears. It sort of just dissipates.
Okay. I'm going to go up to wherever that force field is, and I'm going to tap on it with my mace and dispel magic.
Ooh, nice. I was gonna
Mark off a
cast it if you
use.
couldn't.
and
Do you want me to read what dispel magic does? Just so you... choose any one creature, object, or magical effect within a range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell at 4th level or higher, target makes an ability check using the spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell level.
okay. So what is it?
What?
What is it? 10 plus the spell level.
Well, no, it's whatever spell. So if it's above a 3, whatever level the spell is that is taking care of it,
Oh, okay.
that would be 10 plus that. So if it's a
Okay.
6th level spell, the DC would then be 16 for
Okay.
me.
Go ahead and do that.
I'm doing, sorry, I gotta do a spellcasting ability, so it's going to be... Natural 1. Nope.
Oof.
So you mark off your dispel magic, and as you tap your mace onto the force field here, you watch as you cast it, the cracks in the stone open further, and a few bits of the stone break off. And the steam that was pressurized, one of the tubes bursts.
Oh, great.
And more steam comes out, and water starts to trickle out onto the ground.
Do you want to try it?
I'll cast, yeah. I'll cast Dispel Magic at it.
Okay.
What do I add to it? What is my spell modifier?
If you go to spells, it will just tell you your modifier is. It's generally whatever your casting is. Your, like, it's not your spell attack, it's the modifier. So like if for me it's wisdom, which is +4. So with your charisma as your modifier, it's probably +5. Like if you go to actions and the next to you pick spells, at the top of spells, you see where it says modifier?
Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah.
+5?
Right now, yeah. That was tricksy. 14.
As you cast Dispel Magic on the force field, you watch as it erupts is the wrong word, but it sort of forces out, and everything in the room freezes for a second. The steam stops, the water that's trickling out stops. Just for a moment, all you all can hear is your heart beating pretty fast because it's hot in here. And then the magic is gone, and the gem that's hovering completely explodes.
Oh.
It shatters and throws itself throughout the room. 3 of the 5 gold tubes that were connected at the base crumple with this force, and seawater starts to just fill the space. And you watch as at the very center where this gem was being kept, it starts as just a pea-sized, and then it just starts to spin and roil into this giant fireball. And you watch as a 4-fingered hand crawls out of this portal, and then 2 more fingers, and it pulls it open. And you watch as this giant head pulls out of this portal.
Oh, good God!
And you see this come out of...
Is that Vul-Kar?
Oh. You watch as this entity pulls itself out where the gem was being held. And the heat in this space increases again. And the water that's pouring in starts to turn to more and more steam. It's getting harder and harder to see, but you see the light from this thing just start to move in the background. It doesn't look like it's aware of you guys, and it's growing as it moves. But it fully pulls itself out of this, and you watch as it moves over to a wall and starts to climb its way up and pulls itself through the hole at the top of this 100-foot space. And you all lose sight of it as the water starts to rise very rapidly. Vivi, you are almost immediately treading water as the space fills.
Oh, shit. Oh, gosh.
Time to go.
We need to leave.
Yeah, we gotta...
What were we supposed to do?
Time to go back to the stairs. Let's go.
Yeah, we gotta go.
She set us up for failure.
It's gonna wreak havoc on this island, I feel like. I think is that Vul-Kar?
It does in fact look like Vul-Kar.
This Vul-Kar. Or is it the same person?
It looks like it could be the same.
Yeah. Ow.
Alright, to the stairs! I'm swimming to the stairs.
I let you guys go first. I'm gonna stay. I'll be the last one that follows up the.
Right.
Yeah.
Because if for some reason I go underneath water,
You're good.
Yeah.
I have 15 minutes to get to the surface.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to be in front of him, though.
So you all make your way, most of you are swimming at this point, over to the staircase and can make your way up there. The first person that breaches to that next level, you see this thing standing there, almost filling up this entire space, just staring right at the staircase. So when you pop your head up, he's looking at you, and you watch as sort of from his body he pulls out 2 arms that just look like tendrils, just whips of fire, and you watch his wings start to sprout from his back.
This is on the 2nd level?
Yes.
Is the water continuing to rise?
You don't see any reason why it would have stopped.
Okay, I'm going to continue up the Stairs.
So,
Yeah, I'll follow.
well, okay. Well, first we're gonna roll initiative
Jesus
because
Christ!
he has become aggressive.
Come on, baby.
6.
Okay.
Ooh, low.
Probably not as low as mine. I got it.
25 to 20.
21.
Ooh. All right. 15 to 20.
16.
16. 10 to 15. All right. Well, he's not going then either. 5 to 10.
6.
Okay.
No.
And then Naya got a
3.
3. Here we go. Vivi, on your turn, you want to make your way up the stairs?
I'm kind of just like.
Am I still exhausted?
Yes. You're going to keep that exhaustion until you can get a long rest. Okay.
Oh, great!
Do you have that bigger box?
This is gonna be fantastic.
I'm going to, as I'm...
Use the gusher.
Use a gusher.
Use Arnold Palmer's face.
I probably have something.
As I'm how big is he?
Ooh, very big. He is... Let me see if it says specifically. I'm not going to use an ibuprofen. I'll just use the head of Vul-Kar.
Got Aquaphor.
When we need it.
Use the face of Arnold Palmer.
I got Aquaphor.
That's okay.
Dang a gun.
Sorry, what?
My inhaler.
He's filling up this space. He's probably 25 feet tall and just broad, spiny, fiery shoulders.
I'm not going to wave at him. This is not a waving moment. Hi. I'm going to second level cast Cloud of Daggers.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Ooh, at like
Level
his heart level. It's a 5 feet on each side, so I feel like it will engulf him.
Okay.
But like at the part where I feel like would do the most damage.
Sure. He's just made of fire, so that's not a for sure thing, but...
Yeah. But it fills the air with spinning daggers, and then it's going to do slashing damage when it enters the spell area for the first time on a turn, or it starts its turn there. So when his turn starts...
Oh, okay, so no damage now.
No damage now,
All right.
but...
Sectum Sempra.
And then you are going to continue up the stairs?
Are we ah! Should we keep going?
Well, yeah.
I'm going to keep running up the stairs, I guess.
Run!
So you can make it all the way up to the top level. Murdoch, it is your turn. You were at the back, so you were at the mercy of the people in front of you and can't really see him yet.
Would he be a
He's filling up the whole space and I can't see
But
him.
you're at the bottom of the stairs. Vivi just broke. We rolled initiative when Vivi
He's
popped up
probably-
on that
probably
second level.
elemental.
Okay, so I could probably use this to protect me, right?
Probably.
Next to last.
Are my
Yeah, probably.
Patriots completely blocking my way through them?
You could probably push past if you wanted to.
Hearing her scream, I'm going to push past.
Okay.
I have screamed, yes.
Yep, you break that level and you see Vul-Kar taking up this entire space.
Cool. Seeing that, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay.
And take a swing at him and then keep moving.
All right.
Ooh.
That is 12 plus 7, 19.
Hits.
That's cool.
6
That's nice.
plus
Ooh.
Which one should I do?
6 plus 4, so
That I
10
don't
points of
know.
damage.
All right.
I didn't see what the other one does.
And then you keep moving up.
Yeah.
That
And,
one was
and
the
the mace
first
just
level,
kind of
that
just
was the
stays right there
second
with
level.
him.
Okay. Next is Vul-Kar, so he's going to start his turn, so he takes damage.
Yes, he does. He takes. Let me see here.
I think it's a gusher break time.
Just still one over here.
He takes 4d4 slashing.
You're just.
I thought you were gonna take it.
4d4 slashing damage
I thought you were gonna take the box stop.
from a spell.
Yes.
Have the box be Vul-Kar.
No, I thought he was gonna take a box stop.
So I have 2 potential spells I could use, but I don't know
Where's
which
the
one to use.
Vul-Kar?
Well, we're not.
I get what you're saying.
We're moving.
I get what you're saying.
I'm just gonna
9
use this.
points of damage.
You won't put it on there?
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage.
9. Okay, it is Vul-Kar's turn. I'm just trying to figure out because those two have moved up past where he can see, and you all haven't broken that plane yet. So he's really not in a space with anybody right now.
No, we're kind of just like frozen in fear right there, first of all.
I don't know if it is important or not, but it is slashing damage.
That's fine.
Okay.
Boss level. Ding dong!
Bill!
Bill, breathe and push.
Oh, interesting.
Stream baby crowning.
Gosh, there's...
He's going to hold his attack until somebody comes up into the space or down, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what he's gonna do.
Yes, we're gonna
Is
die.
that- So if I'm exhausted,
die.
it's half distance from me.
Derek's gonna kill
No,
Dewey.
nothing except disadvantage on your rolls. Yeah, that he's gonna hold. He's not gonna move or anything. He's just gonna hold until he sees somebody come because he know. I don't know what he knows, but that's what he's gonna do. So Barnoom, it is your turn.
I'm trying to get the hell out of here.
Okay, so you go up and into the space, and he sees you, and he's gonna attack.
Yep.
Like, what? I mean, I'm gonna get.
Oh no, that's a 1, so that misses.
Nice.
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 18
Ding
plus
dong.
6 is 24 to hit, which does hit.
Hits me?
Yeah.
We're fighting Vul-Kar.
Oh no.
A naughty mouse. Thank you.
Luck for
For the party, so if any of us need a reroll, we have it.
We have it.
You take 6 damage.
That's not bad. That's not bad. We are fighting
You take 6
Vul-Kar.
bludgeoning
a big
damage
guy.
and 3 fire damage.
Big guy.
Big guy.
Scary. Sad. Will
Sad.
die.
And your tattered pants catch ablaze.
Oh no.
And then 8 plus 6 is
Now your pants on
14.
fire.
14. What's your armor class?
16.
So the third one doesn't hit either. So just 1, but you are on fire. Until you take an action to douse the fire, the target takes 5 fire damage at the start of your turn. But it is still your turn.
Yeah, I'm dousing the fire, I guess.
You're going to use your action to douse the fire. You're no longer on fire.
You said take the damage, right?
Right, yeah.
No, he started his turn.
Well, no,
Yeah,
he never
you
took the damage.
damaged me, but I didn't know if you were...
Oh, sorry. So it was 6 bludgeoning and 3 fire, so a
9
total of
okay.
9. And then you took your action to douse the fire, so you have the rest of your movement to get up, follow them up, and use a bonus action if you want.
Bonus action to get ahead of them.
Actually,
You
bonus
can.
action dash.
You dashed. So you guys are at the top of this staircase, and this big old elephant just pushes all the
Not
way
to
past
mention that
you.
his movement is 40 feet.
Mhm. So you can go a total of 80 feet up to the other side of this space.
Murdoch and I are just pushed up to the rails of this thing like
So this is the top level. This is the mouth, the maw of the beast. And the entrance, the staircase is here. Where would you like to move to? So Vivi and Murdoch are right at the top of the staircase.
Okay.
You have 40 more feet to move throughout the space. There's nothing here except for like the table and chairs or whatever.
Is there the hole where...
There's a hole right in the middle.
So you could go wherever you want to go. As long as, like, don't run directly, but you could run like that way, wherever you want to go.
I'm gonna go right around the hole.
So
I
we're
think
going
I know
like
what I
this
can
side.
do though to get away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
That's
50
about
feet
right,
room,
right?
so he can make it about here.
Okay.
It's 50 feet. This is 50 feet.
Gotcha.
That is the end of Barnoom's turn. Naya, it is your turn.
Okay.
So you could do this as a reaction
Okay.
if he attacks you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Hold on. Un momento.
Yeah.
I think this through.
We're gonna die.
Yes.
It's not gonna be good.
I just don't know
got a
what we're
fuzzy.
supposed to do.
That's better.
It just exploded.
Oh yeah, you were never gonna save it.
Okay.
When whoever took it, when they put it back in the thing, they damaged it. It got damaged on the journey from Disneyland to...
Great.
Give me, man.
No, it's Disneyland.
Disney.
You can
Walter,
just run.
Elias Disney.
Okay, but I have this thing where I can like hide and I can't be seen or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
you can use an action to hide.
Okay, well no, I want to get the hell out of here.
Okay, so you can use your full movement to get behind them,
okay.
or you could use your action to dash and get further into the space.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can probably get about here.
Probably wouldn't get too close to that center hole though.
Well, now we're almost like flanking the hole.
Yeah.
That's
true.
It is Vivi's
nice.
turn.
Oh,
It's a touch smaller than that. Do I have an extra D4? Yeah, I do. That's the hole.
Oh.
I'm going to hold my action until he appears.
Okay.
Did he move on his turn at all?
It's not his turn yet.
No,
He did not.
he did not.
Okay. Well, because he swung at him. Was he close enough that he
Right.
could just swing?
He didn't move and just held his action. And as soon as Barnoom came up the stairs, he whipped him
Gotcha. I just make because
Yeah,
your thing. I
yeah,
want to make sure that
yeah.
if you're still in the same
with
space.
fire.
Yes.
All right.
And your
yeah,
pants
I'm
caught
gonna-
ablaze.
I'm gonna hold
My
Okay.
puffy pantaloons.
my turn until I see him.
Cool. So my turn.
Yep.
Bonus action.
Hold on. Did you want to move out of the staircase?
Oh yeah. I want to move into the room.
Where into the room?
Should we just do all four sides of the hole?
Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
So you're gonna be back by the stairs?
Yep.
Well, he hasn't moved yet, but
You just like push him in the hole.
Yeah.
Okay. Bonus action. Gonna hit with the spirit. My spiritual weapon.
Because it's still down there.
Can you attack if you can't see it?
Yeah. It's always within 60 feet of me.
Okay. All right.
I'll double check the verbiage. Hold on.
Let's just go peek down the hole.
Hello?
I mean, he could probably just...
Like duck under.
Yeah. I mean.
Where is he?
It's fine. Just do it.
Just do it. Do it.
12 plus 7, 19 again.
Hits.
Nice.
D8. 7 plus 4, so 11 points of damage. And then with my action,
Okay.
I'm going to come. I'm going to move away from the. I want to actually look. If I peer down the hole, can I see him?
Yes.
Pretty easily. All right. Just going to look down the hole and at first level cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
Spiritual Weapon stays up. There's no concentration to it, and Guiding Bolt is not a spell that would disrupt it. That's 18 plus 7.
Yeah, it hits.
So this is 46.
Nice.
Not bad. 5 plus 6 is 11, plus 1 is 12, plus 4 is 16 points of damage.
16.
Very nice. Very nice.
Into your turn?
Yeah, just gonna show where I'm at.
Right over looking at the hole.
Well, I'll back up a few. Like I don't want to be like on the edge. I'll be within 5 feet of the hole, though.
Okay. Within 5 feet of the hole.
Where everyone else is, yes.
Okay.
I mean, the same distance away that everyone else seems to be from this hole.
Yeah.
So he just like pops up.
Ah!
The 2-foot hole in the center, that was filling with steam, he just enters with ease and just fully takes his form 30 foot tall. What can I help you?
He started his turn within my cloud of daggers again.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Actually, I'm gonna stay a little closer. I want to be within melee range of him.
Okay.
$13 points of damage.
Wow. What?
Right in there. Does he even have like a scratch on him?
I mean, I would hope so. 60 points of damage.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, he's a big boy.
He fully enters this space and comes into his full form. And because you specifically said that you were going to be within melee of where he's at,
Sure.
You take 9 points of fire damage and are on fire. You have to take an action to douse yourself.
Great.
And then he is... Megan has done the most damage to him. So he's going to...
No, she hasn't.
Steven
2 different dagger clouds?
Steven definitely has.
I've done 10
You've done close
plus
to 30.
11 plus 13. I've done 30 some damage.
Do you want him to hit you?
I don't care. It's fine. That's fine. If he wants to attack you, attack you. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know why you were fighting that. You're the only one who's been hit.
No, he's been hit too.
Do you want to be more so on fire?
You sent the daggers at him.
Yes.
So he comes up here and he does a full crack of both of his arm tendrils like whips. And it just shines bright light. And he takes 3 whip tendril attacks at you.
34 so you've done so far.
The first one is 24 to hit.
That hits.
22 to hit.
That hits.
And then 8 to hit.
That misses.
Yep. Okay, so the first one that hit takes 5 bludgeoning damage and 2 fire damage. And the second one does 8 bludgeoning damage and 6 fire damage. 14. And you are also on fire. Yeah.
Cool.
This is gonna be great.
I
can feel it.
That is his turn. So Barnu, it is your turn. Why am I using it? I'm going to use my full context.
We're all technically flanking him.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's why I stayed within melee range of him. So you'd have advantage on the
So
strike.
I'll sneak attack him.
Well, you first have to do an attack, but you get advantage on the strike.
But disadvantage because of...
That's not an ability check.
Oh, okay.
So roll twice and take the higher of the 2.
This is with your rapier?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't really have anything.
Okay, so the 18 plus...
Rapier.
Yep. 7, so 25.
It is a
25 hits.
sneak.
Sneak attack, so the D8 plus the 3D6 plus 4.
10, 11, 16,
Plus 4.
20.
Nice. Nice.
Here we go. Here we go.
You take. Oh, wrong dice. 1 fire damage from you. You had to move into melee to slice him,
Right.
and it's real hot in there.
So does 1 count as like he being on fire to take an extra move?
You are on fire.
Okay.
You have a bonus action and movement left.
Can my bonus action to be to take out the fire? Put myself
No,
up?
it's a,
Good question.
no, it has to be an action. Oh no, wait! Someone else. Bonus action to put out yourself. Action for somebody else to put you out. You're out.
Oh, it's a bonus action? No.
Bonus action to put yourself out.
Okay.
Action to put somebody else out.
Cool.
Nea, it is your turn.
I like that better.
Okay. He hasn't attacked me yet, and he's facing away from me, correct?
Yes.
So let's just attack him from behind. Stab him in the back.
With advantage.
Okay. So 15.
Okay, roll again.
20! Natural
20.
20!
So the
There we
full
go.
8. And then roll an 8.
This one.
Oh.
1.
9 plus 3 is 12 for that first one.
Nice.
And then for the second one.
12. Do I roll
again?
again?
Yeah.
1. Is it 12?
12 plus, what, 4?
4.
So
16.
16 still hits.
With a 6. 4 plus 3 is 7.
7. And you take 9 fire damage and are on fire.
Sick.
Vivi.
Yep. I'm going
This
to
is fine.
pat myself out
Okay.
with a bonus action.
But you did start your turn on fire, so you take 2 fire damage.
And then I'm going to use the 3rd level slot, my last 3rd level, and cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay.
That is a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw. That's a 3, but he's going to use a legendary resistance to succeed instead.
Of course he is. Of course he is. It's half damage, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Alright. So that is 5d6 damage. So 10 points of damage.
Is that halved or is that just
That's
total?
halved.
Okay.
It would have been 20.
Do you want to move or anything?
Am I in melee range with him?
I don't think so.
Then no.
Okay. Murdoch.
I mean, I'm on fire right now, right?
Yes.
So do I take damage at the top of my turn?
Yes. 7 fire damage.
Oof.
Cool.
I'm already right up on him.
Yes.
Just gonna grin and bear it. Reach out, touch him. Inflict
Ooh.
wounds at 3rd level.
Okay. Take
That
9
hand
more
gone.
fire damage for touching him, and then inflict wounds. What do I have to do for
Nothing.
inflict?
It's a roll.
Okay. To meet my armor class.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to roll a d4.
We also have that d20 here.
But I won't need it. That is 8 plus 3 is 11 plus 7 is 18.
Hits.
Nice.
Okay, 5d10.
Let's go.
Not great. 9 plus 2 is 11. Plus 5 is 16. Plus 4 is 20. Plus 1 is 21.
Everyone's on top.
And facing you?
No. Just
Oh, they're all the same. Okay.
Can you press play on the music?
Oh, I realized that we didn't play.
I just noticed that it had stopped. It was
Uh,
very quiet for a hot second.
And bonus action, put myself out. I'm going to leave my spiritual weapon down below for a minute. Bonus action, put myself out, and I'm going to back up 15 feet. No, I'm not. I'm just going to put myself out. I'm staying in melee range.
okay. You catch back on fire at the end of your turn. For ending your turn within melee of the fire demon.
Jeez.
Then I'm not gonna put myself out. There's no reason for me
Sure.
to do it.
I agree. You have a bonus action.
Then spiritual weapon's gonna come up and swing at him again.
Okay.
Nice.
Wait.
If you end your turn in melee and are still on fire, and are not on fire, you come on fire.
My bonus action last round was putting up.
Oh, you're right. Oh, you're still on fire.
So you could take an extra swing instead.
I didn't know that.
I apologize. There's a lot that I'm
Right,
keeping track of.
right,
I
right.
apologize.
That's okay.
Nope, it misses.
Okay.
I mean, unless you want me to. I mean, it's only a D8 worth of damage. I don't think it's worth using it.
using them.
But it's now up in its face.
Sure. It is Vul-Kar's turn. And Murdoch just dealt a lot of damage on top of the magic he had already done. So he's going to take 3 whip attacks at.
Okay.
Dirty 20 hits.
Yep.
19.
Hits.
And, 19 plus 6 is 25.
All 3 hit.
First one. 7 bludgeoning and 7 fire, total of 14.
You might as well not even roll the rest. I'm going to be down by the time you finish.
Well, I need to roll the rest because of...
There's no way. Unless you're going to do a total of 70 damage to me in one turn.
Well, I shouldn't have rolled all 3 at once if you were going to go down. I didn't know that you were so low.
Well, I'm still up at the first one. So how much was the first one?
Okay. It was 14 total.
Okay. So 14, so I'm still up.
11 total.
Okay. That second one's the one that puts me down to 0.
Okay, so the third one is going
It's going to be 2 death saves.
He's not going to attack you with the third one if you're down.
Okay.
The third one he's going to come back and hit Nea.
Fantastic!
Which is a 7 plus 6 is 13.
That's why not it.
Oh, so it does. It hits. 7 bludgeoning and 8 fire, so a total of 15.
Yeah.
This is fine. This is great.
Just bring back to the point.
Okay.
Save the rest.
Well, yeah, because I got 25 more.
I know, but just do more.
Yeah. But I just wanted them. So you can just get back up. Oh.
He's gonna fuck off. Yeah, he's gonna take off and go. He pull himself out of the maw of the beast and just move off into the front of the island.
Attacks of opportunity.
Yes.
For those two, you're not within melee.
I am not within range.
But these
I
two
know
are.
that.
Yes. You all can make one attack of opportunity.
Okay,
Yeah, let's do
I
it.
do that. Can I also do that as a...
You can't do sneak attack
That's
on
fine.
attack opportunity.
So you both roll with one of your weapons.
Is that... I guess not.
So he's like running away?
Yes.
So I can like throw my javelin at him instead of getting back?
Well, no, you can
No,
hit.
you're,
Oh, okay.
you're hitting
Is
him
that
as he
advantage?
Oh, as he's running.
as he's
Yeah.
running. Yeah.
Hovering.
Yes.
3.
Doesn't hit.
Sorry, I'm trying to find what I'm doing.
You're
15
fine.
plus 7 is 22.
Definitely hits, yeah.
Just a D8, no sneak attack. This one.
5. Sorry,
Yep.
5.
5. Sorry. 5.
Yeah, he pulls himself out into the top of the island. And you watch as he gets out there, he does like a full stretch and then just does a hearty scream. And
Right.
it just sounds like 1,000 voices just burning.
What's the guy from Fantasia?
Yes.
Chernabog.
Yes.
That's exactly what he
It's
looks like.
Chernabog.
He's a
and-
fire
it's
Chernabog.
Chernabog and Surtur.
Yeah, that's exactly what he
Yes.
is.
Absolutely.
And that is Vul-Kar's turn. He moved 50 feet.
50?
Yeah. And that means it is now Barnoom's turn.
So where is he technically located? Oh,
Come on.
so literally right there.
Yeah. Where the picture is where he
Literally
is.
where he is.
Okay. Oh gosh, what do I do? Do I move closer? Oh gosh, I don't know what to do here. I mean, can I just lack of knowledge. If he's down, can I like? Oh, come on, buddy.
You could pick him up.
Okay, yeah.
You could try and stabilize him with a medicine check.
Don't waste your turn doing that, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got lay on hands.
Okay, yeah. Dash. Adjacent.
What?
To.
If he ran all the way to this edge, how close would he get to?
Your base movement is 40. So if you just use your base movement, he's about 5 feet away from you.
Oh.
Which is melee for you.
It is melee for me.
Is it?
5 foot. I mean, everyone has a 5 foot reach.
No. There's a 5 foot space. You're not within melee. You wouldn't be within melee. You'd have to use a dash to get into melee, or if you have, you could throw a dagger at him.
Don't throw your good dagger at him.
If we were on a grid, there would be a cube.
Well, I know, I understand that. I'm just trying to figure out, because you said this whole thing was 50 feet.
Right.
And if he's there, that's 10 or 15. Where is he in...
He moved from his space, which Barnoom was in melee with him.
Okay.
He moved 50 feet.
But
he was within melee, so he moved 40. So there's a 5 foot difference. There's a cube in between.
I'm trying to visualize where the mall was. If he was inside the mall and moving out of the mall.
He moved out of the mall.
Okay.
So you move.
He's outside.
He's
Yeah,
out.
he's outside.
He's outside.
But. So I'm just gonna take a round. Should I chase after him? Should I?
He's got to go down.
You're dead. Yeah, but he's also a brand new player. Yes.
Yeah,
We
he's
gotta
gotta
kill
go
this
down.
guy.
Okay. Well, I go idea his her.
Okay, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna? So you couldn't attack him with your sword, but you could throw a dagger at him.
I'm not gonna throw a dagger. I'm just gonna get to him. Not enough.
So are you gonna dash and get within melee with him, or are you fine being away from him? You're outside.
Yeah, just out. 5.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to be very specific because we don't have a good visualization.
And I did.
If you're on fire, put yourself out.
I did do that too.
That's fine. Nea, it's your turn.
I don't go lay on hands.
So
You were on fire.
I am on fire after putting myself on fire.
You just put yourself out and you started your turn.
You were on fire when
You
your
were on
turn
fire
started.
when you started your turn.
Oh, I was. Oh,
Yeah, so you
I
take
see.
8 fire damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
Yes, go ahead. Or are you on fire? Yes, you're on fire. 4 fire damage. I need to use my pool. What I want.
Okay, yeah.
Not
Lay on
me.
hands with Steven.
Oh, you're gonna move over to Steven
Yeah.
and lay on hands?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said just one? Okay. Just give him one.
Okay. He now has 1 point. You maybe have.
I have 24 left.
We did a long rest.
Oh, no, oh, I'm sorry. I was asking about your movement.
My movement
It's 35.
Yes.
So.
The lay on hands pool is one action.
No, I'm just trying to
Oh.
math out in my head how
okay.
much movement you have. Like 25 feet of movement left.
Okay. Megan, how are you?
I've got 12. I'm planning on staying away from him though.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go as close to
I don't
the
want to be the only one.
devil as I can.
Barnoom's outside.
Oh, I am outside. Okay.
Yeah. I'm coming, buddy. I'm coming.
It is Vul-Kar's turn.
Go.
Already?
Oh, I apologize.
No.
No, it's Vivi's turn. I apologize.
All right, so I'm gonna move toward the mouth.
Okay, I'm gonna pull the curtain.
Sure, that's fine. And at this point, I'm within 60 feet of him.
Yeah.
All right, I'm casting Dissonant Whispers at 2nd level.
Okay.
It's a Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. I'm going to use one of my dice. And a d4. Oh my god. And another one. Fuck! Oh! I'm trying to remember what it was before. It's close. Fuck!
Keep on burning them. Keep on burning them.
19.
Yes, that saves.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I couldn't remember what it was.
Just want you to keep on burning those.
Coward.
Did you have a good stockpile? Now you're almost
I had a good chunk, and now I don't. I'm glad I saved him, though.
10 points of damage.
Okay.
Yes, that was... Wait. Yeah.
Murdoch, you have 1 hit
So
point,
another 20.
and you are prone, so you're going to use half your movement to get up,
Were you? That's another 20 that you have?
or do whatever you want.
No, I'm not on fire.
I am. So I didn't dust myself off. Cause I couldn't, right? I could have.
You can say that you did it. It's just a bonus action.
Bonus action, yeah.
Okay.
Just do it.
You're not on fire.
And I'm assuming I go out. I'm no longer on fire because of the fact that I went unconscious. Correct. That's
his
generally
body
how
just,
that
like,
works. Is that
burning?
any?
I don't know why a fire would go out if you went unconscious, though.
Because he fell.
Just when you close your eyes. And
I'm just gonna roll a luck and see if it's yes or no. Yes, you went out.
There you go.
Okay.
He closes his eyes.
Cool.
Fire turns to smoke.
And he's just.
The fire knew that there was no life left. It was like, why am I here?
I'm just gonna take my mace and smash it into my shield and cast heal. The mace disintegrates.
You watch as you all are looking at Vul-Kar, and you hear behind you just sort of like a high-pitched ringing, and you turn around and look over your shoulder, and just a blinding light erupts, and just it almost looks like fireflies are just escaping from where Murdoch was laying on the ground.
I can't get the tune in my head.
10 million fireflies.
Eyes, the 10 million fireflies.
Fucking Owl City.
I just get up, brush myself
I
off, and
love
just
that song.
move the rest of my movement.
I heard a baseball player.
I look completely untouched right now.
Damn. She lost her mace.
I'm not using it anyways.
We're almost
That
done.
power part. A baseball player used that as his
Yes,
walkout.
that's his walkout music.
Yeah.
I love that. What are you doing, bud?
Oh, that makes perfect sense. The downhill.
You all walk. So from about 5-6 feet in front of you, Vul-Kar turns around and you watch as his fires were kind of like starting to pop a little bit, and you watch as he takes like a big breath in and does like a spin,
The leaves coming up.
and then just full on dashes, and heads right towards the circle of fire where you all saw the
Oh,
salamander.
of course he
Snake.
does.
It's like
And
a level up for him.
he gets right to it and turns around and just looks over his shoulder and just cracks both of his whips.
At who?
Just sort of
It's like, come on, man.
mainly in your direction, but he used a dash, so he moved 100 feet.
Good grief.
So hopefully, since we didn't kill the snake,
But he
he's on
couldn't,
our side.
He couldn't make it.
And it's just gonna
Why
like
not? I'm gonna
Oh,
say
so he
no.
hasn't made it to the salamander.
snake.
Yeah, he is very close to it.
Is snake doing
The salamander is not there.
Why?
Would it have been on our side?
Doubt it.
It's a.
I
wild-
rolled a luck.
It's a
I
wild.
would have rolled a luck to see if he attacked the Vul-Kar or not.
Just gonna.
You can make it 80 feet,
Yeah.
so you'll be
Within
20
20
feet.
feet.
25 feet away from him.
Oh,
Yeah, because you had that 5 distance. You weren't right
that's
on top
right.
of
Yeah.
him.
Well, as he moved, he burned all the underbrush, so you're fine. You could just break. You can probably make it to about here, to the top of that cave entrance. So you're about 25 feet away from him.
Next to the ball.
Yeah.
Lovely. Okay. I do that.
Yeah.
See.
You moved 80 feet. Pew! Anything else you want to do?
Oh, I can do a bonus?
Your bonus was to dash.
So what else can
You have an action. Full action.
I'm going to hold my action because there's nothing I can do in terms of distance.
Okay. Nea, it is your turn.
I probably should have been looking at this while he was doing the normal thing.
No matter what, you're probably gonna have to move unless you're
Yeah.
gonna heal.
Yeah, I mean, I want to heal. I'm at 15, but
You can lay on hands yourself.
I can?
Yeah.
Alright, I want to do that. Can we just, like...
Be conservative.
Yeah.
No, do like 20. I mean, how?
You have 15, right?
Yeah.
Where would you like to be? Where's your ideal spot?
Not in the teens.
Okay, so fine.
But you don't want to just have to turn and heal yourself again in the next round.
It's up to you.
I don't like it. That's him being selfish. Okay, I'll do...
Do it. Split the difference.
I'll do 10.
You're at
and that
25.
that leaves me with 14.
Yep.
I'll do 10.
And you're gonna. Is lay on hands a bonus action or an action?
Action.
So you can just move your 35 feet.
Yeah.
So you're
Do the math. It's okay. It's hard.
about 80 feet away. Something like that.
Okay.
Maybe?
I mean, I'm gonna move as far as I can, which is 35 feet. Where does that put me?
About 75, 80 feet away.
Ah!
I mean, we don't need to use this because he's much farther away than... He knocks that ember down anyway.
Okay, there's no more then.
Oh. Oh.
I don't have to worry about it anymore.
So, you want to take these away?
You can leave them there.
Okay.
We're almost done.
Oh, is this?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna dash. I don't want to be within melee range of him.
Okay.
Yeah.
She
right
falls.
there. It's just as long as I can see him.
Yeah, you can see.
Springs are activated.
So bonus action when you use it for anything.
I don't think I have anything we can use.
You can inspire someone.
That's true.
Let's go. Am I no longer the closest, or am I still?
You are the closest.
I'm gonna.
You followed him, and she took the path.
Yeah. You're the next one. I'm gonna send Bardic Inspiration to you.
What was it,
D8.
Alright. If I move my full 30 feet, how far away is he from me?
30,
That'd be 90.
85, 90.
Okay, cool. Third level, guiding bolt. 120 feet.
Huh?
Okay.
Wow.
Pew pew.
9, 7, 16, which was the DC that happened before, so I'm gonna just in case something did something stupid, I'm just gonna write that down. So 9 plus 7 plus 7, so 14 and 23 or 24 or something.
To hit?
Yes.
Yeah, it hits.
Alright, so it's third level guiding bolt, which is 6d6.
Yep, go ahead.
Not great. 6, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18 points of radiant damage.
Nice.
Radiant damage. You cast Guiding Bolt, and you watch as your 3 party members dash down the hill after this being, and
Apparently we're Gryffindors.
you pull all of your strength together with your mace to get back up after falling within the maw of the beast, and you pull up to the precipice, and you see Vul-Kar trying to escape from you. You pull the magic that you have left after a harrowing journey on this island, and falling several times, and you cast your guiding bolt, and as he turns and he starts heading straight into the circle of this fire, and your guiding bolt strikes him right in one of the horns, and you watch as some of that fire crystallizes into obsidian and spreads down his face. He takes one of his whips and it wraps around his chest, and you all see this as it happens. Almost a blue fire he pulls out from his chest, and he tosses it into the circle.
No.
And you watch as the circle in the fire rages up to match the color of that blue.
Oh, that's not good.
And for a split second, you can see a fully dry, arid landscape with trees on fire and a group of 10 to 15 salamanders sort of sitting just outside of this small doorway. And it's just a second before it all closes and the fire completely goes out as Vul-Kar's body fully crystallizes into this obsidian, and you watch as it strikes the edge of the island and shatters, and it just falls into the ocean.
Is that it?
And at this moment, the sun just comes into view, and almost immediately, and over the next 20 minutes, you watch as the fog, it looks like a strong breeze comes in and just pushes all of this fog away. And you can see a gorgeous sunrise over a calm ocean, and all you hear is the sounds of the jungle.
Get it, my dudes.
You guys want to finish our tour on the boat?
I think we should go back and get the axe.
Oh my god.
Vivi just sits.
You're pretty damaged right now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna go up and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level.
Thanks.
I know that it's arbitrary and that we're probably not gonna get attacked again, but I want you to be able to walk out here on your own.
Ow.
Shit.
Wee.
Tip your toe. There.
We did it, my guys.
12 plus 8, so 20 points of healing.
Okay, thanks.
Anybody else feeling weak?
That puts me almost full.
I am at 30 out of 48.
What do you
I'm at 25 out of 43.
I was
All
at,
right,
I was
I'll
at
do-
12.
Yeah. You were pretty down there.
Sure, why not? I'll do another 2nd level for her.
to killing someone?
16 points for you.
To fucking getting away.
16 points for you.
That brings me up to 41.
And then
This close.
I'll do a level 1 for you.
Okay.
Would you have, like, wreaked havoc on the rest of the world if he had gotten away?
So 10 points of healing
and
to
you would
you.
have won, correct?
You can't win D&D, but yeah, I was gonna win. He had 6 hit points left. And is resistant to radiant damage, so he only took half of that 18, which was 9. I lost by 3 points of damage.
Vivi just, she sits, you do the thing, and then she just lays back in the ground.
It's like a deep just sigh.
I want to go finish this tour. Let's go see what the Amatomatron has to say. Automaton.
I took a dip.
Yes, sleight of hand. What are you taking?
Against my perception.
You know what? For fun, for shits and giggles.
Well, no, it's just your passive.
20.
Against your passive, which is 17. What were you going for? What were you trying to take?
That satchel of gems, baby.
That
Do you know where it is?
I assume it's on the sack around your back.
Yeah.
I put it in my prison wallet.
Baby.
You feel 2 chubby little elephant fingers into your asshole. That doesn't happen. You get the little bag of gems out of his sack. You all walk a leisurely, uneventful stroll down back to the beach where you started, and you don't see a boat.
Oh yeah, the boat, it did say the boat was floating away.
Yeah.
And none of you tried to even put an anchor down or tie a rope.
When I stopped it.
A passive 17 perception sees probably 300 yards away on just a little sandbar. There's a boat just tipped on its side.
Did it.
Are you gonna get it?
I can imagine him just still, like, talking.
No, you all
Welcome
fully
to-
shut his ass down.
Big side of water.
Yeah, let's go put it back in the
Also,
water.
so it's drift. Okay, I was kind of okay.
I drifted away.
And as Murdoch dives into the sea to retrieve the boat and take them back to
Oh,
Disneyland,
God.
Kraken to Jackson.
we're going to end our adventure to Fireball Island. Thank you all for joining us over 3 episodes. I had a lot of fun.
One shot. So we had 4 hours the first night, 3.5 the second, and another 3 and 3 and 3/4.
3 and 3/4 tonight.
So, an 11.5-hour one-shot, we did it.
We did it.
And we will put this all up on YouTube for all you guys to enjoy.
We saved Disneyland.
Yeah, they're still going to charge us too much for drinks.
You didn't
But at
bring
least
home
we
the
can
Heart
get
of Vul-Kar.
Dole Whip.
It's not like
Gold Whip.
We
not
couldn't.
like we were going to be able to.
You're right. He tossed it into the fireplace.
That's for the next one shot.
Still alive, motherfuckers! We did it.
Is the sequel.
Yeah.
I had a very
How
good
did you?
time.
This was fun.
The sequel is meeting.
You did it by dissertation, not by mechanics, because you died.
That is correct.
That you didn't win, you still lost. You can't win on a technicality because of
He didn't get away.
dissertation.
But Vul-Kar isn't dead.
But he is because you did it by dissertation. He did not do that as an action. You did something that would have had at least been an action when you were being attacked.
I am the Dungeon Master, Derek, and this was Board Game House. We'll see you all when we see you next Monday. Who knows what we're playing? We changed the schedule quite a bit. But we hope that we will see you then. If not, we'll see you on YouTube. Join our socials, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Join the Discord.
Join our Discord. If you're new, if for whatever reason you're still hanging out and you're new, we play board games regularly. We have a pretty good time, and we hope that you'll join us for a regular board game. We're going to try and insert more D&D into our schedule because we did have a really good time. And thank you all for joining us.
And I think these two are going to just be like, so we're going to play again.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes.
Listen,
Enjoyed
also,
you all did
give
so
us
well.
our Digimaster.
I did it.
Maggie looks at me, she goes, I'm so glad he didn't ask me to join. I'm like, well, I kind of invited myself, but...
Right. Anyways, we love you guys. Have an amazing rest of your week. Have a great weekend. We'll see you guys on Monday. Bye, guys. Say bye.
Goodbye!
Bye.
Love each other. What happened to peas?
Bye.